As the golden age of radio drew to its regrettable close, many of its programs, both successful and short-lived, were granted a second life in the exciting new medium of television. On rare occasions, however, television returned the favor by sending some of its popular programs to radio. Unlike most shows that made the journey from radio to television, Space Patrol began on the small screen before becoming a popular radio attraction, and the radio series ultimately outlived its television counterpart. My name's Brian, and I'll be your host as we go through each of these episodes, giving you a little bit of commentary about the series itself, as well as some interesting facts about the cast. And I believe you'll notice an improvement in the sound quality as I worked really hard to improve the audio, starting with the very first available one. That's episode 4, The Hole in Empty Space, which originally aired on Saturday, October 25th, 1952.
Wheat checks, rice checks, and good hot Ralston present Space Patrol! High adventure in the wild, vast reaches of space. Missions of daring in the name of interplanetary justice. Travel into the future with Buzz Corey, Commander-in-Chief of the Space Patrol. In today's transcribed adventure, Cadet Happy is piloting a space observatory while a scientist studies a strange phenomena. It's an invisible force that completely destroys all matter. Right now, Buzz Corey is in Terra the Fifth, warning Happy to veer away from the force, but too late. Out of control, the space observatory whirls toward the invisible menace.
Happy, can you hear me? Pull away from it. I'm trying to, sir, but the rockets don't seem to have any effect.
Use full power on your starboard rocket.
I am, sir, but we're caught in some sort of a whirlpool.
Hit full repeller ray. If you're caught in there, you're finished. We'll be back in just a moment with today's Space Patrol story, The Hole in Empty Space.
Extra, read all about it. Buzz Corey offers an official Space Patrol spaceophone set to every boy and girl on Earth. Extra!
You hear that, gang? That's right. Buzz Corey will send you a real, honest-to-goodness Space Patrol spaceophone set. Sounds just like a walkie-talkie. Looks just like the spaceophone Buzz Corey himself uses. Imagine, you can talk on it to someone a straight 50 feet away. Let me show you with this spaceophone right here. Calling Bob Raitt. Can you hear me, Bob?
I'll say loud and clear.
Just like talking on the walkie-talkie and the telephone, right?
Right. I call it the magic phone you can carry anywhere.
Yes, sir. See how the spaceophone sounds, boys and girls? Just like a telephone. Just like a walkie-talkie. And lots of fun. Yes, sir. So send for your spaceophone set today. You get 2 blue and yellow plastic spaceophones. You get 50 feet of communication cord. You get a spaceophone briefing sheet. Now, here's all you do to get the entire set. Buy a box of Instant Ralston. Then, with your name and address, send 25 cents in coin and an Instant Ralston box top to Space Patrol, Box 686, St. Louis, Missouri. This offer good only in continental U.S. and may be withdrawn at any time. That's Space Patrol, Box 686, St. Louis, Missouri.
The Space Patrol, with its well-trained personnel, has a very high morale. Disciplinary action is rarely necessary. In fact, a serious infraction of important regulations is so unusual that Commander Corey himself insists on a personal accounting from the men involved. Right now, Buzz is reading a report from the Commandant of the Mercury Patrol Squadron as Happy enters the central office on Terra.
Commander.
Yes, Happy?
Lieutenant Grayson's waiting in the outer office.
Oh, thanks. Ask him to come in, please.
Yes, sir. Lieutenant Grayson, Commander Corey wants to see you.
I'll call you when I'm through here, Happy.
Yes, sir.
Commander? At ease, Lieutenant. Sit down. Yes, sir. You have an exceptionally fine record. I've been looking it over, and so far I can find no explanation for your behavior of the last few hours.
I'm sorry, Commander.
Is that all you have to say?
Except that I'm ready to take the brainograph test.
Lieutenant, it shouldn't be necessary to resort to the brainograph to obtain a routine report from a Space Patrol officer.
I realize that, sir.
You returned from a routine search mission, 3 hours overdue and with ammunition expended, yet you refused to offer any explanation. Those are the facts, Commander. I want a straightforward answer. Why didn't you file a report with your commanding officer? Commander, Colonel Gregory is a practical officer. He goes strictly by regulations, by routine. That's hardly a criticism, Lieutenant. I realize that, sir. But if I told Colonel Gregory what happened out there, he'd conclude that I was, well, space happy. You're not responsible for the conclusions of your commanding officer. In all due respect, Commander, in this case, I'm not so sure. What do you mean? Something's out there in space that regulations don't cover. Commander, I want a brainograph test so I can be sure of myself, sure that my mind isn't playing tricks on me. Grayson, suppose you tell me the whole story. All right, Commander. I was about to head back for Mercury when I saw a meteor. I tracked it on the viewscope to see if it was headed toward any shipping lanes. Yes? It was still pretty big on the screen when it suddenly vanished. Exploded? No, sir, just vanished. I started after it and checked for fragments. There weren't any. It was just as though the meteor disappeared into a hole in space. A hole in space? I know it doesn't make sense, but that's the only way I can describe it. Nothing showed up on the viewscope. I tried both the ultraviolet and infrared scanners. Nothing. What about the cosmic missiles you fired? I swung in a wide circle around the point where the meteor disappeared. Suddenly, a black spot appeared on the sun, as though a planet were between me and the sun, an eclipse. But it wasn't a planet? No, Commander. There was no planet within thousands of DUs. There was nothing, no solid object to account for that spot. Well, maybe it was on the sun itself. No, because it moved across the sun in relation to the movement of my ship. That's when I fired the cosmic missiles. What happened? The missiles vanished. Without an explosion? Without an explosion. Lieutenant, that's the strangest story I ever heard. You don't believe me? I didn't say that. I think your account deserves further investigation. You should have told Colonel Gregory. He'd have put me in the infirmary for mental and emotional checkup. I figured I'd get a brainograph test sooner if I risked disciplinary action. And I was right. He sent me here to Terra immediately. That isn't a very wise risk to take, Grayson. Commander, that thing in space, whatever it is moving. Moving toward the inner planets. Can you point out the location where you saw it, on that wall chart? Yes, sir. It was approaching the Mercury orbit on a line from the star Myra. About here, sir. How fast was it moving? It seemed to vary, but at the time I wasn't in any condition to make accurate measurements. I thought I was going space happy for certain. Are you ready for that brainograph test? Yes, sir. Then come on.
Oh, excuse me, sir.
Happy, will you get Major Robertson? I want to run a brainograph test.
Yes, sir. Oh, here's a top priority bulletin from communications, sir. A robot space freighter vanished.
What do you mean, vanished?
Well, it suddenly pulled off course. 2 passenger ships tracked it. It swung in a wide circle, then smaller and smaller circles, and then just disappeared. Not a trace on the viewscopes.
Where did this happen?
Midway between Mercury and Venus, sir. On an orientation line with Myra.
Lieutenant Grayson, I think we'll cancel that brainograph test. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Get my ship ready immediately. I'll notify Colonel Gregory that Lieutenant Grayson is assigned to temporary duty with headquarters. Thank you, sir. As astrogator aboard Terra 5. Commander, we're out beyond the point where the robot freighter vanished. Very good, Lieutenant. Happy, establish a zigzag course toward the sun.
Yes, sir.
We'll lace back and forth across the line between the sun and Myra. Reduce our velocity to 10,000 DUs.
Right, sir. All viewscopes negative, Commander.
What's our approximate position, Grayson? In a few minutes, we'll cross the Venus orbit, sir.
This is the craziest search I've ever been on, Commander. Looking for something that isn't here.
It's there, all right. It just doesn't show up on any instruments. If you could have seen that meteor vanish, and those missiles...
Oh, wait.
There's something moving across the sun.
A black spot.
That's it. We've located it.
Now,
let's be certain. Check the viewscope, Happy.
Yes, sir.
Does anything register?
Nothing except the sun itself.
Reverse rockets while I turn on the space phone, Happy. We'll hold our present position for the time being. Commander Corey and Terra 5 to Major Robertson at Space Patrol Headquarters, Terra. Commander Corey to Major Robertson.
Major Robertson here. Go ahead, Commander.
Robbie, we're at the Venus orbit, Sun-Myra orientation. We found what we're looking for.
What is it?
We don't know. It's visible only as a black spot against the sun, and it definitely is not a solid object.
Well, I've contacted Professor Jelka for you, Commander. He's aboard Space Observatory number 2 off Saturn.
Good. Robbie, spacephone and all planets bulletin immediately. All shipping is to avoid this sector of space until further notice.
Yes, Commander.
All commercial, private, and Space Patrol ships are to evacuate this sector immediately.
Roger. Well, Professor Jelka is waiting on the 150 megacycle channel, Commander.
Thanks, Robbie. Corey out. Happy, switch to 150 MCs.
Yes, sir.
Commander Corey aboard Terra 5 calling Professor Jelka aboard Space Observatory number 2.
Professor Jelka here. Go ahead, Commander.
Professor, have you detected any unusual phenomenon in space the last few days in the direction of Myra?
No, Commander.
There's something out there, now within the orbit of Venus. It's not a solid object, but it cuts off light from the sun.
Well, it's possibly a cloud of gas or tiny particles.
Too sharp an outline, Professor. Besides, things like meteors, cosmic missiles, and spaceships just don't disappear permanently in a gas cloud.
Did you say disappear?
Vanish completely, without an explosion or a trace.
Commander, I must have a chance to study this thing at once. I think I know what it is.
It's got us baffled. What is it?
I call it a cycloplex.
Cycloplex?
I wrote a paper about it 12 years ago, purely as a theoretical idea.
This is no theory, it exists.
This is marvelous, Commander. With your permission, I pulled the Space Observatory out of the orbit around Saturn and head for your present location.
Good. No ordinary instruments register it. You might have some that will. Set your vector for Pluto. Where that vector crosses the orbit of Venus, you'll roughly be at our position.
Thank you, Commander. I'll contact you when I'm on the vector.
Good. Corey out.
Well, at least there's one man in the solar system who seems to have an idea what this thing is.
I hope so. But what's more important, I hope he'll know what to do about it.
I've got the observatory in the viewscope, sir. It's only a few DUs away.
A very good time, considering. Turn on the space phone, Happy.
Yes, sir.
Corey aboard Terra 5 calling Professor Jelka.
Jelka here. Go ahead, Commander.
We picked up the observatory in the viewscope. Have you located us?
Yes, Commander, but I can detect the cycloplex. I've used several types of detection devices.
You'll see the black disk against the sun in a few minutes. We'll join space locks with you and come aboard the observatory.
Very good, Commander.
Corey out. Grayson.
Yes, sir?
While Happy and I handle the controls, you watch that black spot. If it moves away from the sun, let me know.
Right, Commander.
We're abreast of the observatory airlock, sir.
Oh, good. Stand by with magnetic holding field.
Standing by, sir.
Corey to Jelka.
Go ahead, Commander.
Professor, hold your space observatory on an even vector. We're going to make contact.
Yes, Commander.
Apply magnetic holding field, Happy.
Space lock secured, sir.
Lieutenant Grayson, keep an eye on the controls. Happy and I will enter the observatory.
Yes, sir.
Open the inner hatch, Happy. Press the release catch in the observatory hull.
Come in, Commander. This is the most thrilling moment of my life.
Professor Jelka, it's about the most puzzling moment of mine. Well, this is my cadet, Happy.
How do you do, Professor?
How do you do? I tell you, Commander, this is a cycloplex, just as I described it 12 years ago. They really do exist.
Fine, Professor, but tell me, just what is a cycloplex?
Well, you might call it a hole in space.
That's just the way Grayson described it.
Grayson?
Lieutenant Grayson, the Space Patrol officer who discovered it. Professor, this cycloplex has already destroyed a meteor, 2 cosmic missiles, and a robot spaceship. And it's moving toward the inner planets. If it holds its present direction and velocity, Mars will move right into it in a few days.
That would indeed be a calamity.
What's the nature of this thing? What happens to objects that move into it?
Well, they are transported into other dimensions, or perhaps into a matrix of several dimensions.
Well, they cease to exist in space as we know it, that's certain.
Yes. For years, mathematicians have speculated on the possibility of many separate dimensions existing simultaneously. I'd like to circle around it and study it some more, or to maneuver the observatory and still manage the instrument.
Well, Commander, the controls are very much like standard spaceship controls. Couldn't I work them while the professor handles the instruments?
That would be splendid.
All right, Happy, you maneuver the observatory. I'll go back to our ship with Grayson. We'll keep you informed as nearly as we can on the location of the cycloplex.
Commander, they're getting pretty close.
I'll tell Happy to be careful. Commander Corey to Cadet Happy.
Happy here. Go ahead, sir.
You're veering pretty close to the cycloplex, Happy. Change your vector.
The professor wants me to hold it on this heading, sir. His instruments are beginning to pick up something.
Remember what happened to that robot spaceship, Cadet?
But this isn't a robot, and the instruments are picking up something. We are on the verge of an exciting discovery, Commander. According to my
Well, right now, Professor, I'm relying on Grayson. He's had practical experience with this thing. Happy, this is an order. Pull away from the cycloplex.
Yes, sir.
Look at the observatory. It's whirling toward it. Happy, pull away from it.
I'm trying to, sir, but the rockets don't seem to have any effect.
Use full power on your starboard rockets.
I am, but we're caught in some sort of a whirlpool.
Hap, hit full repeller ray. If you're caught in that cycloplex, you're finished.
We'll be back with Space Patrol in just a moment. Hi, gang. Space Patroller Dick Tufeld speaking from the planet Earth. Today I'm doing a man-on-the-street report. Going to see what some of these young fellas here on their way to school think about those 3 checkerboard super cereals, Rice Chex, Wheat Chex, and Instant Ralston. Now, here's a sharp-looking lad. Tell me, what did you say the very first time you tried delicious Wheat Chex, that bite-sized super cereal spun out of shredded wheat?
What did I say? I said,
Enough said, thank you. Now, here's a fine-looking boy. What do you think of Rice Chex, the bite-sized super cereal made of crisp and crunchy shredded rice? What did you say, for example, the very first time you tried it? Thank you, that's good enough for me. And here's another young man. Tell me, what's your opinion of Instant Ralston, the hot super cereal?
man, oh man, oh man, oh man.
There you are, gang. That's what these fellows think about the checkerboard super cereals. The only 3 official cereals of the Space Patrol. Try them yourself. You'll say the same thing.
Man, oh man, oh man, oh man.
Get them at your grocers today in the red and white checkerboard packages. The super cereals that help to supercharge you, Rice Chex, Wheat Chex, and to warm up your motor, good hot Ralston. A Space Patrol officer, Lieutenant Grayson, has discovered an alarming peril in outer space, an invisible force that completely destroys matter without leaving a trace. Professor Jelka, an astronomer and mathematician, says this force, which he calls a cycloplex, is actually a hole in outer space. Happy, piloting the Space Observatory for the professor, flew in too close to the strange force. Now the observatory is being whirled closer and closer to disaster. Meantime, Commander Corey and Lieutenant Grayson, in charge of the pit, are trying desperately to find a way to save Happy and Professor Jelka.
Happy, is your repeller ray on full?
Yes, sir, all rockets on the starboard side and stern as well.
The observatory is being pulled faster than ever toward the cycloplex. Jelka never should have ordered Happy to go so close. The observatories have a very low power ratio in proportion to their mass, Grayson. We can only give it a boost with our own power.
You mean make magnetic contact with the observatory?
Yes.
Great idea, Commander.
You realize what'll happen if we fail?
I'm waiting your orders, Commander.
Then let's go. You handle the magnetic holding field, Grayson.
Yes, sir.
Commander, what are you doing?
Going to tow you away from the cycloplex.
Don't try it, sir. There's some sort of a whirlpool effect. A vortex, the professor calls it.
Terra Phi may have enough power to pull itself and the observatory out of danger.
But, sir, you can't.
The sooner we act, the better chance we'll all have. Stand by for orders.
Standing by, sir.
We're ready to make contact, Happy. Grayson, apply magnetic holding field.
Yes, sir.
All right, Happy. Keep the observatory rockets on full power.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to increase our own power slowly at first. We won't try to fight the cycloplex force too strongly. We'll cut across at a tangent, understand?
Yes, Commander.
Here we go. Is it working, Commander? I can't tell yet. Happy.
Yes, sir.
As I increase the ship's power, it'll put a terrific strain on the hull of the observatory. Watch for any sign of damage.
I will, Commander.
There's that sound again. What is it? It's coming from the spaceophone system. Happy, do you hear it?
Yes, sir. You're picking it up from the professor's instruments. He says it's caused by the cycloplex.
Commander, our vector's changing. We're moving away from the cycloplex.
We'll add a little more power. Happy, did the professor turn off his instruments?
No, sir.
Then we're free of the cycloplex, full.
That's right, sir. We're swinging away in the other direction.
Good.
Wow, what a relief.
Happy, we'll proceed several DUs away from this position until we're sure we're safe before we break contact.
Yes, sir.
Then we'll join space locks and come aboard the observatory. Got it?
Yes, Commander. I'll maintain vector till further orders.
Check. Corey out.
Come in, Commander.
How did the observatory stand up under that pull?
Well, apparently quite well.
Smoking rockets, Commander. For a while there, I thought we were all going to plunge right into the core of that cycloplex.
I thought so too, Happy. Professor, did you manage to find out anything about this phenomenon?
Very little. Although it did finally activate some of the instruments.
Exactly what is it, this force?
I can't say. Apparently, this vortex, the whirlpool effect, is some sort of an electromagnetism. And that might account for its effect on the instruments.
And this whirlpool effect extends beyond the core.
Yes, it draws the objects into the center if they get too close.
We sure found that out.
And we also know that this force is moving steadily toward Mars.
They've got to get busy and do something.
Well, is this cycloplex big enough to swallow a whole planet?
What about that, Professor?
Well, the core itself is fairly small, but with that vortex of force around it, it might easily demolish Mars. Certainly, it would make it unlivable.
Well, how can we fight this cycloplex? Every force we know of has some other force that can oppose it.
But this thing is from some other dimension, Commander. It's an intruder into our space-time system.
You mean it isn't even from another galaxy? From another part of our space?
Yes, it's completely new to us, Cadet.
It's impossible to imagine dimensions beyond the three we know: length, breadth, and thickness. Professor, you mentioned that it has some sort of magnetic effect.
That's right.
Suppose we could produce a powerful magnetic force to oppose it.
It would take more power than any planet power system could produce. And how could we transfer it here?
Professor, you've heard of Huddleston's ring, haven't you?
Yes. Very interesting effect.
What's Huddleston's ring, sir?
It makes use of an effect that occurs at temperatures close to absolute zero.
Oh, like those of outer space?
Exactly. Extremely low temperatures, some metals become superconductors of electricity.
Superconductors?
They have no resistance to the flow of current.
That means if a current is started in a ring made of a superconducting material, it flows indefinitely.
Even when the power's cut off?
Right. And if the power is constantly applied, the current builds up. It increases more and more.
Oh, I see.
A scientist named Huddleston has been conducting experiments with a giant ring in outer space near Jupiter.
Yes. He has a laboratory spaceship in the center of the ring.
Suppose that Huddleston turns the power on full, charging that ring and the magnets around it, and keeps the power on. Would it destroy the cycloplex?
Perhaps. It would be dangerous. A magnetic force of incredible intensity would be built up. There is no telling.
Professor, I want to send Huddleston's ring into that cycloplex. Under robot control, naturally.
Well, Professor, do you think it would work?
I don't know. But it's a challenging experiment. If it did, it would prove that electromagnetism is a force common to all dimensions of existence.
Right now, I'm not interested in proving any theory. I want to save Mars. Happy, let's get back to Terra 5. I want to contact Huddleston.
Cycloplex seems to be moving steadily toward Mars, Commander.
Keep the ship moving with it, Grayson. Keep that black circle right in the center of the sun.
Yes, sir.
Major Robertson, Space Patrol Headquarters, Terra, calling Commander Corey aboard Terra 5.
I'll take it. Happy to hand me that vector analysis, please.
Here you are, sir.
Corey, here, Robbie. Go ahead.
We've contacted Huddleston, Commander. He's all enthused over the idea.
Oh, good. How long will it take him to get the ring on the way? Or does he have to convert the controls to robots?
No, a robot unit was built into the ship. Huddleston's in the ring waiting for your instructions.
Well, here's the procedure, Robbie. Huddleston will pull out of the orbit around Jupiter under manual control.
Check.
When he's on the vector, which I give you in a minute, a Space Patrol cruiser will pick him up in space. Huddleston will handle the ring and its slab ship by remote control until we pick it up on our view scope.
Got it, Commander.
Then I'll take control of the ring from that point on. Okay, Robbie. Now here's the vector I want you to relay to Huddleston.
Nothing on the view scope yet, sir.
Widen the scanning arc, Happy. The lab ship may be slightly off vector.
Yes, sir.
Commander.
Yes, Grayson.
Cycloplex seems to be increasing velocity.
Any change in vector?
No, sir.
I'll check with Professor Jelka. Corey to Jelka in observatory.
Jelka here. Go ahead, Commander.
Lieutenant Grayson reports an increase of velocity by the cycloplex.
He's right, Commander. My calculations confirm it.
Is it still heading toward Mars?
Yes, Commander.
Is there any possibility of its changing direction?
I'm afraid its motion is unpredictable. We don't know enough about it.
Well, that's all, Professor. Thank you.
Commander, look at the view scope. I never saw an image like that before.
Isn't very clear, Happy. See if you can get rid of that blur.
I'll try it, sir. No, sir. That's as clear as I can get it.
I'll check with Robbie. Commander Corey to Major Robertson.
Robertson here. Go ahead, Commander.
We fixed something up in the view scope, but it doesn't look like Huddleston's ring and lab ship.
You got a blurred blotch?
Yes.
Now, that's the ring, Commander. I've been tracking it from Jupiter. Huddleston says your screen's blur is a tremendous magnetic force.
Right, Robbie. I'm ready to take over control of the ring. It's now 14:20 and 15 seconds, universal start time. Tell Huddleston the switchover will occur at 14:21. Corey out.
The ring's approaching very fast, Commander.
The robot control panel's ready, sir.
Fine, Grayson. Happy you take over our controls.
Yes, sir.
Grayson, feed the viewscope data into the vector computer.
Yes, sir.
I want to get the ring headed for the target as soon as possible after switchover. It might be hard to control if that magnetic force builds up much higher.
10 seconds to switch over.
Trajectory computed, Commander.
Thanks, Grayson.
5 seconds. 3, 0.
Now we'll find out if we've got the ring under control. Watch the viewscope, Grayson. See if the ring turns in the new vector.
It's responding, Commander.
Good. It's heading straight for the cycloplex now. Nothing to do but wait and hope it works. A few more seconds, we'll know.
Yeah, Huddleston's ring is practically in the outer field of the vortex now.
Nothing's happening, though.
Wait. The blur on the lab ship seems to be dimming.
It's as though the cycloplex were choking down the magnetism.
Look, you can see the outline of the ring now, and the lab ship.
I'm afraid it's not going to work, Commander. The power of the cycloplex is too strong.
Wow, look at that! The lab ship just blew apart.
The ring is still intact.
The floor is filling up again.
Magnetic force pulled the ship apart.
The ring's in the black circle now. Golly, something's happening.
It's a battle of magnetic forces.
The black circle is growing smaller.
It sure is. It's shrinking.
And rapidly.
If that ring can hold up long enough,
the cycloplex is just a black dot. It's gone. The cycloplex is gone, Commander. It worked.
Whew. Look at the viewscope, man. Huddleston's ring is still there.
Thanks to you, Commander. It saved a planet.
It took all of us. Enter the story in our logbook, Happy.
Yes, sir.
What a mission to describe. We've just filled in a hole in empty space.
See, maybe I should make the log entry in invisible ink.
We'll be back with an exciting preview of next week's thrilling Space Patrol adventure in just a moment. Hey, it's got things popping everywhere. It's setting the world on fire. It's even stopping traffic. What am I talking about? I'm talking about the Space Patrol Spaceophone, and I'm going to tell you how to get a set. A set complete with 2 spacephones, 50 feet of communication cord, and an official briefing sheet on spacephoning. What an offer! What an invention! The magic phone you can carry everywhere. Sounds like the walkie-talkie in the telephone. Barrels of fun. You can talk to someone standing a straight 50 feet away. Now I'll show you with this spaceophone here. Hello, Commander Corey.
Hi, Dick. Hi, gang. Aren't these spacephones terrific? You can play Space Patrol with them just as though you were a real space patroller living up here on Terra.
Yes, sir, gang. Your spaceophone will look exactly like the one space patrollers use. Only yours will be even more terrific because they're a special model made for use on Earth alone. And good looking, too. Handsome blue and yellow plastic.
Now, don't wait. Send for your spaceophone set today.
Complete with 2 spacephones, 50 feet of cord, and a briefing sheet. Now, here's all you do. Buy a box of instant Ralston. Then, with your name and address, send 25 cents in coin and an instant Ralston box top to Space Patrol, Box 686, St. Louis, Missouri. That's Space Patrol, Box 686, St. Louis, Missouri. And now, an action preview of next week's exciting Space Patrol story. Buzz and Happy have been captured by 2 criminals and are aboard a relay space station near the Pluto orbit. While the criminals are removing a secret power unit, Buzz and Happy are locked in a passageway looking for some method of escape.
The lights. What happened to the lights?
They must have disconnected the Cosmolight power unit.
They'll be coming through the passage in a minute to get us, Commander.
They won't need to, Happy. Stecker has already figured out how he's going to get rid of us.
How?
When they get back into their ship, they're going to leave the relay station airlock open.
What?
In a few seconds, this passage will be a complete vacuum. Every bit of air will escape into space.
Be sure to be with us next Saturday for the exciting story, The Glowworm Project, when wheat checks, rice checks, and good hot Ralston again bring you Space Patrol! And now, a special message from Commander Corey.
Boys and girls, this is your commander. I'm now holding an important bottle. When empty, it's worth very little. When filled, it's the most valuable bottle in the world. I mean, when it's filled with the greatest gift one person can give to another, his own blood. America has millions of these bottles to fill, and any grown-up can fill them. So, gang, Will you help me get that message across to every grown-up in the USA? Then do this. Join the Space Patrol Blood Boosters now.
Space Patrol, an original Mike Moser production starring Ed Kemmer as Commander Corey and Lynn Osborne as Cadet Happy, was written by Lou Houston, directed by Larry Robertson. Other players were Bela Kovac, Ken Mayer, Dick Beals, and Norman Jolly. Dick Tupel speaking. Now, don't forget to tune in next Saturday and every Saturday when Wheat Chex, Rice Chex, and Good Hot Ralston again present the new exciting Space Patrol. And be sure to see another exciting Space Patrol story on your local ABC television station. Consult your local paper for time and channel. Space Patrol comes to you transcribed from Hollywood. This is ABC Radio Network.
And that was the episode from the Space Patrol series titled The Whole and Empty Space, episode 4 from October 25th, 1952. I think the offer for the Spacephones has expired by now. All in all, pretty fun episode to listen to. Now, originally when this series was suggested to me, I was kind of hesitant about it, to be honest. While I have an affinity for classic shows, approaching a radio show from the early 1950s that definitely was more geared towards kids, I was like, is this something I could actually kick back and roll with and enjoy? And I was surprised at how much I enjoyed the simplicity of the episode. And there's no dramatic music. There's no music, as a matter of fact. All right, so let's talk about the science from the story. What did they get right? What did they miss? We've learned a lot, obviously, in the last few decades since this episode aired. What they got right, the concept of a mysterious hole in space where matter and energy disappear, aligns somewhat with modern ideas like black holes. In the 1950s, black holes were still theoretical. The term itself wasn't coined until the 1960s, but this episode accurately reflects the idea that there could be regions of space with strange gravitational or physical effects that are dangerous to spacecraft and planets. Now, what did they get wrong? Well, the hole in empty space depicted as a void that swallows everything is more of a fantastical element than a scientific one. While black holes do exist, they are not holes in the traditional sense, but rather incredibly dense regions of space where gravity warps space-time. Objects don't disappear in them in the conventional sense. They are pulled towards a singularity where matter and energy are compressed. And the idea of a hole in space consuming entire planets and ships quickly is exaggerated. Black holes, while powerful, don't immediately suck in objects from far distances. Their influence is significantly only when objects are relatively close, and the process of matter, like a star, being drawn into a black hole can take an extended period of time.
Wheat Chex, Rice Chex, and Good Hot Ralston present Space Patrol! High adventure in the wild, vast reaches of space. Missions of daring in the name of interplanetary justice. Travel into the future with Buzz Corey, Commander-in-Chief of the Space Patrol. In today's transcribed adventure, Buzz and Happy are in their spacesuits, investigating a gigantic six-wheeled atomic digging machine on the planet Mercury. As they walk across the deeply cracked ground in 300-degree heat, the huge machine starts moving toward them with increasing speed.
They're trying to run us down with the machine, Commander.
Get to the ship, Happy.
It's hard to run in these bulky suits. Maybe we can dodge the driller.
Don't try it. The driller's big, but it can turn like a cat.
It's gaining on us.
Don't look back. Run.
Hey!
Quick, Hap, on your feet.
My foot's caught in the crevice.
Give me your hand.
No, you, sir. I can't get loose. I'm caught. Commander, get away, please, while you can. The driller's almost on top of us.
We'll be back in just a moment with today's Space Patrol story, The City of the Sun. Hey, gang, listen to this poor old rocket ship here at the Lunar Fleet Base. You know what the trouble is? That rocket's trying to run on ordinary fuel. Now, here's that same rocket ship loaded with super fuel. Now,
Now, that's what I call a real blast-off. And boys and girls, to get a bright and snappy start, you need super fuel too, especially in the morning. So start your day with a breakfast that supercharges you. A nourishing breakfast with a checkerboard super cereal, like Rice Chex. Triple crisp Rice Chex. Triple crisp because it's toasted 3 times. And oh boy, is Rice Chex delicious. Makes breakfast sparkle, that's how good it is. Rice Chex. Golden shredded rice biscuits in that modern bite-sized design for easy eating. So remember, gang, to start off bright and snappy in the morning, eat a nourishing breakfast with a checkerboard super cereal and get supercharged. Today, try your spoon out on Rice Chex. Commander Corey and Cadet Happy are on the planet Mercury, organizing Space Patrol units into a search for Professor Mallison, whose spaceship vanished on the dark side of the planet. But now, a second emergency on another part of Mercury sends Buzz and Happy racing to the hot side of the tiny planet, to Solaria, the city of the sun.
Who's behind the sabotage, sir?
I don't know, Happy. That's what we've got to find out. But I've got a pretty good idea what the motive is.
What's that, sir?
Solaria has suddenly become very important because of the mineral deposits that have been found about 60 miles south of the city.
South? That means it's hotter than the Solaria area. Well, how do they work it?
With robot-controlled mining equipment operated from Solaria. And with spacesuits, a few technicians can work in 2-hour shifts on the mining site itself.
Oh, and whoever sabotaged the power plant doesn't want those mining operations to continue.
Probably cuts into their own source of revenue.
I suppose this is more important, but I sure would have liked to locate Professor Mallison first.
We've got the search units well organized, Happy. They'll comb the entire dark side of Mercury with infrared viewscope scanners.
Well, do you think the professor could still be alive, sir?
He's been missing over 4 days. That would be a long time to hold out in sub-zero temperature on the dark side of the planet.
Well, how about the spaceophone signal picked up yesterday, though? That was from Mallison, wasn't it?
It was his code, all right. But it was an automatic signal. It could have been sent from one of the small rockets Mallison had aboard his ship. When released, it automatically sends back information on cosmic radiation, temperature, and Mercury's own magnetic field.
Oh, that's what Mallison was studying?
Yes. Even if we locate the rocket, it wouldn't mean it's anywhere near Mallison's ship. A commercial spaceship picked the signal up briefly, just for a few seconds. All they got was Mallison's identification code and the temperature. 122 degrees below zero.
Yeah, which could mean that Mallison released the rocket several days ago and it landed on the dark side of the planet.
Right.
Commander, what's that? It looks like steam shooting out of the ground down there. It's like a geyser.
Geyser on the hot side of Mercury? Happy, check our exact position. I don't like the looks of this.
Yes, sir.
I'll call Solaria Space Control. Corey and Terra 5 to Space Control Solaria. Corey and Terra 5 to Space Control Solaria.
Space Control Solaria to Commander Corey, Lieutenant Orris here.
Lieutenant, I'm flying low northeast of Solaria. My cadet and I have sighted something that looks like steam shooting out of the ground.
Steam, Commander?
Yes, I'll give you our position. Check it against the location of water conduits leading to the city.
Yes, sir.
Happy, got the data?
Yes, sir. We're 10 degrees, 27 minutes, 48 seconds south by 112 degrees, 51 minutes, 08 seconds east.
Got that, Lieutenant?
Yes, sir. I'll check it against the chart.
Commander, do you suppose it is a broken conduit?
I don't know what else it could be, Happy. Possibly a quake broke the pipe.
Commander, it looks like a broken conduit, all right. Solaria's main water supply line runs right through that point from melting and pumping station number 3 on the cold side of Mercury.
Better check with Solaria Water Control. See if they've noticed a drop in pressure.
Yes, sir. Thanks for telling us. If that's a bad break, we'll be in a tough spot here.
Is there a seismograph in Solaria?
I believe there is, sir.
I suggest you check the city engineering office. Have them contact other cities on the planet and see if there's been a quake in this area.
Yes, Commander.
We'll circle this vicinity to see if any further trouble develops. Report back when you get the information. Corey out.
Well, from the looks of that ground down there, sir, they must have a lot of quakes in this region.
You mean those deep cracks? Well, those were formed millions of years ago, Happy, when Mercury first began to dry out under the terrific heat.
Yeah, but with one side of the planet covered with ice and the other side with blistering heat, well, wouldn't there be a lot of quakes?
Well, as far as I know, there hasn't been a serious one reported in recent years. We'll keep circling till we hear from Solaria.
Can't we take it easy, Burdock? This is pretty rough ground.
No, these atomic drillers weren't made for comfort, Groth. And I want to get plenty of distance between us and that broken water conduit.
We're going 70 with this thing. If we hit one of those cracks at the speed, we'll tip over.
Just quit worrying. We're riding on 6 wheels, and each of them are 20 feet in diameter, and every wheel has its own power drive. I think we're in more danger of being spotted by a space patrol ship than we are of upsetting this monster.
What do we do with the driller when we get to our spaceship?
We just leave it. It's pretty well camouflaged to blend in with this cracked yellow ground here. We can find it again if we need it.
You aren't planning to drill any more holes in the Solaria water supply, are you?
No, not right away. But this job will cause plenty of trouble.
You think they'll be able to repair it?
Probably. But with things like this happening, trouble with power and water, the rival companies are going to think twice about using Solaria as a base of operations.
Hey, Burdock, watch it! She's nearly tipped us over.
Oh, just relax, Joe. We're almost to the ship.
Well, sir, it looks like the conduit broke in just that one place.
That's lucky, but even at that, it'll take several hours to get many equipment out here to repair it.
Space Control Solaria calling Commander Corey aboard Terra 5.
Corey here. Go ahead, Lieutenant.
A maintenance crew is getting ready to leave Solaria now, Commander. They know the location.
Oh, good. We'll head for Solaria. What about the seismograph reports?
No quakes have been detected anywhere on Mercury, sir. The chief engineer doesn't understand how that conduit could have broken.
How's your water supply?
Pressure has dropped to less than a quarter of normal, sir. We're already on a strict water rationing. Nearly all industries have been ordered to shut down for 24 hours.
Will it take that long to repair the damage?
At least. Commander, Colonel Henderson thought you might be interested in a report on Professor Mallison.
Well, yes, I am. Have they found him?
No, sir. But another automatic signal was picked up by a cargo ship, apparently from a grounded instrument rocket. It isn't much help.
What do you mean?
It's sending inaccurate information. The cargo ship pilot got a rough fix before the signal stopped. It's on the hot side of Mercury, but the temperature data was 122 degrees below zero.
Same as the other report. The sending mechanism must have been damaged when the rocket landed.
Yes, sir?
Thanks, Lieutenant. I'll contact you when we reach Solaria. Corey out. All right, Happy. Get on vector for Solaria.
Yes, sir.
Hey, wait a minute. Look down there on the ground.
What is it, Commander?
See those gouges? A sort of crisscross pattern.
Yeah, 2 rows of them.
They're tracks.
What would make tracks that far apart?
Some heavy earth-moving machinery, probably.
Oh, from when the conduit was laid.
I don't think so. Focus the viewscope toward the steam spout. There, see? The tracks end right near the place where the break is.
Say, that's right.
Follow those tracks in the other direction, Happy.
Hey, they lead away from Solaria.
That makes them interesting. Any surface equipment out here would be more likely to come from Solaria than anywhere else. We're going to find out where those tracks lead.
Just a few minutes more, Grove. Our ship's on the other side of the Jagged Butte.
I'll sure be glad to get out of this driller.
You're mighty peculiar, aren't you? You don't like spaceships either.
Who says I don't?
Well, didn't you get space sick the other day?
Well,
Or was it because I shut down the lab ship?
you shouldn't have done that, Burdock. He wasn't bothering us. He was on some scientific mission.
Well, it's just too bad. He came snooping around just as we blasted off from our hideout.
We didn't have a chance.
Don't be so squeamy. By acting quickly, we probably kept the Space Patrol from spotting us near the power relay station and... What's the matter?
Viewscope. It's a ship.
Yeah. It's flying low, right toward us.
You think they see us?
I don't know.
Hey, why'd you stop the driller?
Because if we're moving, they might spot us. But with the sides and top of the driller camouflage, they might not notice.
They went right over.
It's a Space Patrol ship. They must have spotted the break in the waterline.
Yeah, but why were they going so slow?
How do I know? We'll just sit tight and see what they're up to.
Happy, look down there. The tracks stop.
That's hard to tell. The ground must be packed almost as hard as concrete in some places.
I'll circle back. Use the viewscope scanner.
Yes, sir. Uh-oh. Hey, there is something down there. A hump of something. A small hill, maybe.
Now look closer. Did you ever see a hill on wheels?
Yeah, I can see it now. It's a big piece of machinery, and it's camouflaged.
Happy, get our spacesuits out of the locker. I'm setting the ship down.
Yes, sir.
Check the refrigeration units in the suits carefully. We're going to be walking around in oven temperature down there.
They must have seen us. Why would they land their ship clear out here?
Just take it easy, Grove. We're safe in the driller. Nobody could get in unless we open the door.
Somebody's getting out of the ship. 2 men.
Yeah.
Hey, that's Terra 5, Commander Corey's ship. If we don't open up, Corey will go back to his ship and report us. They'll send a crew out here with cutting torches.
If Corey gets back to the ship.
How can we stop him?
We'll stop him all right. You just wait and see.
Wow, now that we're on the ground, that machine looks enormous.
It's an atomic driller, Happy. The camouflage covers the drill part, but it's built to cover the toughest kind of terrain and drill through solid rock.
Yeah, then that's what happened to the water conduit. Drilling into the main would be simple for that machine.
It looks that way. Have your gun ready, Happy. Whoever's in there probably won't be too eager to answer questions.
Hey, Commander, it's moving.
They're making a getaway. Get back to the ship, Happy.
Yes, sir. Commander, it's coming toward us.
Run, Happy. They're trying to run us down.
It's hard to run in these bulky spacesuits. Maybe we can dodge the driller.
Don't try it unless you have to. That driller's big, but it can turn like a cat.
The ground's so full of cracks and ditches. Commander, it's gaining on us.
Don't look back. Run.
Hey!
Hap, on your feet, quick.
My foot's caught in the crevice.
Give me your hand.
Run for it, Commander. They can't get both of us. You've got to get away.
No, give me your hand, Hap.
No use, sir. I'm caught. Commander, look out. The driller's right on top of us. You've got to leave me.
We'll be back with Space Patrol in just a moment.
Shh. Space Patroller Dick Tufeld, gang. I've got a secret for you. Wait till I close the door. Okay? Now, here's a secret Buzz Corey wants you to know about. The secret of how space patrollers get a rip-roaring start in the morning. Now, here's what they do. They eat a breakfast that supercharges them. A good breakfast with one of the 3 checkerboard super cereals. Rice Chex, Wheat Chex, and Instant Ralston. Chex, they're the super cereals with that modern bite-sized design. The cereals with a swell new taste you'll like right off the reel. And to warm up your motor, there's Instant Ralston, the hot super cereal. Has a heart-of-the-wheat flavor that you'll really warm up to. So now you know how space patrollers get that rip-roaring morning start. Get a flying start yourself every morning, gang. Sit down to a nourishing breakfast with a checkerboard super cereal and get supercharged. Rice Chex, Wheat Chex, good hot Ralston, the super cereal. Flying low above the hot side of the planet Mercury, Buzz and Happy have sighted a gigantic atomic drilling machine. The driller is driven by Burdick and Grulf, who have bored a hole in the water conduit leading to Solaria, a city in the sun-baked Mercury desert. Buzz and Happy don spacesuits to investigate a cleverly camouflaged drilling machine. Suddenly, the driller started up, rolling across the cracked and fissured earth on its 6 giant wheels. Happy caught his foot in a large crack in the ground, and now, as Buzz tries to pull Happy free, the enormous driller roars down upon them.
It's no use, sir. It's still right after us. It's going to crush us.
All black, dive into that crevice quickly.
Yes,
Happy, are you all right?
I guess so, sir. I'm half buried in the dirt.
Don't move yet. Stay down in the crevice until the driller's out of sight. We don't want them coming back to finish the job.
I sure thought we were goners when that big thing thundered over us.
We're lucky to find a crevice deep enough.
They're still going, I guess.
Yeah. Fortunately, they didn't stop to wreck our ship. That means they're sure they crushed us under the wheels.
The driller's completely out of sight now, sir.
All right, into the ship, Happy. We won't take time to get out of these suits till after we blast off and start our search for that drilling machine.
Well, here we are.
Here's your spacesuit, Burdock. Get into it, let's get to the ship.
I see you're all ready.
Yeah, all but the face piece.
You know, sometimes I get the impression you don't enjoy riding in a driller.
Let the funny stuff. Let's get out of here. How do we know Corey didn't send a space phone message before he got out of his ship?
You're right, Grove. But before we leave, I'm going to set a magnesium bomb and leave it in here.
What for?
I'll make sure that this drill is useless to anybody else. And it'll leave this camp in such a mess that the Space Patrol can't find any fingerprints.
All right. All right, but let's get at it.
There's something up ahead, sir. Looks like smoke.
You're right, Happy. It's the drilling machine that's on fire.
It's not moving. Hey, Do you suppose whoever was in it got out?
Let's hope so. Wait a minute. By the color of the smoke, that must be magnesium. It must have been deliberately started to wreck the control mechanism.
But where's the driver?
Take a look at that scorched area on the ground a few yards from the driller.
A blast-off scar.
Uh-huh. Our driller operator had a spaceship hidden here. Turn on the viewscope, Happy. Maybe you can pick up a trace of him. I'll contact Space Control Solaria. Commander Corey aboard Terra 5 calling Space Control Solaria. Commander Corey calling Space Control Solaria.
This is Space Control Solaria, Commander. Lieutenant Orris speaking.
Lieutenant, relay this bulletin to all Mercury Space Patrol units.
Yes, sir.
A spaceship of unknown type just blasted off from the vicinity of the broken water conduit. Interrogate all spaceborne private craft. Ground all suspicious ships and hold the occupants.
I'll relay that message, Commander. Can you give any sort of description of the ship?
No, we merely saw the blast-off scar. Looked like it was from a small space cruiser. That water main break was deliberately sabotaged. An atomic driller did the job.
Atomic driller?
Yes. We found it abandoned near the break. Tell Colonel Henderson I want investigators sent out to examine it. They'll need firefighting equipment.
Yes, sir.
Make an immediate check of all known atomic drilling machines on Mercury. Where they are and who has them.
Yes, Commander.
How's the water situation in Solaria?
It's even more serious than we thought, sir. We're setting up cargo ships to bring some in from other cities. Commander, a Venus-bound passenger ship reported seeing a wrecked lab ship south of Solaria. The pilot thought it might be Professor Mallison's ship.
South of Solaria? How far south?
15 DU, sir.
That's the hottest part of the planet. Even if the ship wasn't badly damaged by the crash, it looks bad for Mallison.
The same passenger ship also picked up Mallison's automatic code, sir. And another temperature report. 122 degrees below zero.
Below zero? That seems impossible. Have you sent any units to investigate?
Not yet, sir. Colonel Henderson...
Yes, I know. You've got problems of your own, Lieutenant. Give me the location of that crashed ship. I'll investigate it myself.
And 87 degrees, 16 minutes, 43 seconds west.
Burdock, I suppose that's a ship you shot down? Shut up, perilous. I got their frequencies, both of them.
Got it, Lieutenant. One more thing, Commander. The passenger ship pilot isn't sure, but he thought he saw something moving near the crashed ship. It doesn't seem likely.
No, it doesn't. But I'll get there as quickly as I can. Corey out.
Corey alive? Yeah, it was somebody else we ran over with the driller. Cut it off.
If that is the first ship you shot down and there's someone still alive,
There couldn't be. That was 4 days ago. And even in the best spacesuit made, nobody could live 4 days in that heat.
What are we gonna do?
Going to make sure. Maybe we can get there before Corey does. And if not, we'll cut Corey's investigation short.
Burdock, maybe we didn't kill those men with the driller. Maybe it was Corey and somebody else and they escaped somehow.
Well, if he did, he wouldn't escape this time. You marked down those coordinates, didn't you?
Yeah, they're right here.
All right. I'll take the controls. You get on the viewscope. We don't want to get close to another ship, especially Corey.
We're nearly to the location, sir.
Drop her down a few thousand feet, Hap.
Yes, sir. Hey, this part of Mercury looks even worse than where we were before. Rougher terrain.
Yes, and it's even hotter. Close to 500 degrees. Now listen. Get that down, Hap.
Yes, sir. MLS 28.
Mercury Lab Ship 28. That's Mallison's identification code.
Temperature minus 122 degrees. Hey, it cut out.
Minus 122 degrees. I got a fix in that signal, Happy. It's almost directly below us. Look.
It's a cracked-up ship, all right. A lab job, too.
Get your spacesuit on, Happy.
Yes, sir.
Whatever we do, we've got to do it fast.
Hey, Commander, down there by that cliff. It's a man in a spacesuit.
That's incredible. He's waving to us. Stand by for repeller ray.
That's a lab ship, all right. Even in the viewscope, you can see it's pretty badly smashed up.
Yeah, but we're too late. Corey's ship is landing right near it.
What do we do?
He'll probably go in to find what's left of Mellison. When he does, we'll swoop down and blast the wreckage, and then shoot up Terra 5.
Better not get so low, Burdock. They may see us.
There's not much they can do about it. Anyway, I'm keeping between them and the sun. Nobody's going to look up at the sun, especially here on Mercury.
Wait a minute. They're running right past the ship. Where are they going?
Oh, maybe. Seeing something close to the cliff.
Burdock, it's a man. And he's alive.
After 4 days in the blessed furnace down there, it's impossible.
He'd be yourself.
Must be Mellison. We've got to make sure that none of them get out of here. Get your spacesuits on, Grohl.
We aren't going to land.
Not unless we have to. but I'm going to make sure that all 3 of them are finished before we leave here.
Check your suit spaceophone, Happy.
That's working okay, sir. And so's the temperature control.
And we'll need it. All right, open the outer hatch.
Allison's acting pretty strange, sir. He just stands over there and motions to us instead of coming toward us.
It's hardly a normal way to greet rescuers. Let's see if his spacesuit transmitter's working. Professor Mallison, this is Commander Corey. Can you read me?
He's just waving more excited than ever.
Professor, if you hear me, hold both hands over your head.
He's doing it.
Apparently he can hear us, but his transmitter's out.
I thought I heard something in the earphones just for a second, another voice.
Professor, is there some reason why you want us to come over there? If there is, hold your hands straight out at your sides.
Yeah, that's what he wants us to do.
We better do as he asks. How did he manage to survive in this heat?
Commander, it's a cave.
Yeah, I see.
Commander, can you hear me now?
Yes, Professor.
My spaceophone wasn't working, so I couldn't answer you. Commander, you've got to look at this.
It's a happy surprise to find you alive, Professor. That spacesuit must be remarkably resistant to heat.
It isn't the suit that's responsible. Just look in here, where the beam from my atomolight is shining.
It just looks like an ordinary cave.
Further back, look at the walls.
You mean that shiny blue-black mineral?
Commander, that's ice.
Ice? In this part of Mercury?
Right. Thousands of tons of it, perhaps millions.
That's how you manage to stay alive. It's cool in the cave.
Yes, with 570 degrees outside. Inside, it's a constant 122 below zero.
And your automatic rocket transmitter was right.
Commander, do you realize what this underground ice means to Mercury? To the people of Solaria in particular?
You mentioned millions of tons.
A conservative estimate. Think how easily it could be melted and piped to Solaria. Only a matter of a few miles in comparison with the present haul of more than 1,000.
It certainly is a timely discovery. Dozens of conduits can be built from here to Solaria at a fraction of the cost of the one line that was broken.
A spaceship. Yeah, it must be a space patrol craft.
Let's get to our ship, Professor. Believe me, this news will be welcome in Solaria.
Well, what I don't understand is how all this ice could be underground in the hot part of Mercury.
The rock above insulates it. This is not a new phenomenon by any means. Why, on the planet Earth more than 1,000 years ago, Indians in the Arizona desert used to get ice from a natural cavern such as this.
Hey, wait a minute. It's not a space patrol ship. It's a private cruiser.
You're right, sir. It's taxiing around on repeller ray.
I've seen that ship before. Why, it's the one that shot my lab ship down.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Hey, what's a crazy fool doing? He's backing the ship right toward the cave.
Better get out of here or he'll run over us.
He's got something worse than that in mind. He's seen us and doesn't want us to get out.
Well, maybe he's just backing up to get room to blast off between here and the opposite wall of the canyon.
Not in your life. Quickly, get out of the cave. He's going to put his stern in here and turn on his rocket blast. It's lucky we saw him in time to get out of the cave. Now get behind this rock. Maybe he won't see us from the ship.
Hey, you're right, Commander. He's pushing the tail of his ship back in the cave with blasts from his forward rocket.
Really intends to see that we don't get away from here. But keep close to the rock. I think we'll be safe here.
Hey, he's keeping his forward rockets on to hold the ship in the cave.
Something tells me he's going to regret this.
Wow, the ship's wrecked.
It shot right across the canyon into the opposite wall.
His hand must have slipped off the control.
No, Happy. The heat from his rocket exhaust turned the ice into steam, and it popped the ship out of the cave like a cork.
We'd better get over there, Commander. They may be badly hurt.
If they haven't got spacesuits on, they haven't a chance.
Commander, I see somebody getting out. Yeah, there are 2 of them.
And they do have spacesuits on.
Let's get them. By their attitude, I don't think we'll have any trouble.
No, sir. You know, during the last few minutes, sir, I've really realized what a wonderful thing water is.
That's so?
Yes, sir. In the form of ice, it saved Professor Mallison's life. And when those 2 fellows turned it into steam, it simply cooked their goose.
An exciting preview of next week's new Space Patrol adventure after this important question. Have you sent for your Space Patrol spaceophone yet? You better hurry! Yes, sir, this sensational offer is soon going to end, and you don't want to be left without one of these thrilling new spaceophone sets, do you? No, sirree. So, hurry!
More fun. You can talk back and forth on the spaceophone to someone a straight 50 feet away, just like talking on the telephone, complete with 2 spaceophones, 50 feet of communication cord, and secret briefing sheet. Now remember, these are official spaceophones, made especially for you on Earth. Real beauties, too, gleaming blue and yellow plastic. Look exactly like the spaceophones Buzz Corey and the gang use. So don't wait a single day. Hurry! Yes, sir, you have to hurry, because this offer soon comes to an end. To get the complete Space Patrol spaceophone set, do this. Buy a box of Instant Ralston. Then, with your name and address, send 25 cents in coin and an Instant Ralston box top to Space Patrol, Box 686, St. Louis, Missouri. This offer good only in continental U.S. and may be withdrawn at any time. That's Space Patrol, Box 686, St. Louis, Missouri. And now for a preview of next week's exciting Space Patrol story. Buzz and Happy have just entered a spaceship in Neptune City Spaceport in search of a traitor against the United Planets. They pause in the open hatch a moment.
He may be up forward, tampering with the controls.
Wrong guess, gentlemen.
Commander, look out!
Here we are, Cadet. I've got a ray gun.
Yeah, well, I've got it!
So I warned you.
Carter, put down that gun.
Don't try to get to your feet, Commander.
What are you doing in this ship?
Preparing it for its last voyage. There's an explosive hidden aboard. Time to go off 2 hours after blastoff. And you, my friend, will be aboard.
Be sure to be with us next Saturday for the exciting story, The Queen of Space.
Boys and girls, this is your commander. Do you know how life-giving oxygen is carried to the cells of the body? By the bloodstream. So when a person loses a great deal of blood in an accident or in sickness, there's not enough blood left to do that job. Result? The person dies. So, will you help me save lives by joining the Space Patrol Blood Boosters? It's fun, it's patriotic. So join the Space Patrol Blood Boosters today.
Space Patrol, an original Mike Moser production starring Ed Kemmer as Commander Corey and Lynn Osborne as Cadet Happy, was written by Lou Houston and directed by Larry Robertson. Other players were Ken Mayer and Norman Jolly. Dick Tufeld speaking. Now, don't forget to tune in next Saturday and every Saturday when Wheat Chex, Rice Chex, and Good Hot Ralston again present the new exciting Space Patrol! And be sure to see another exciting Space Patrol story on your local ABC television station. Consult your local paper for time and channel. Space Patrol comes to you transcribed from Hollywood.
This is ABC Radio Network.
And that was the 6th episode from the Space Patrol radio series titled The City of the Sun, which aired on Saturday, November 8th, 1952. Space Patrol was created and produced by World War II Navy veteran Mike Moser as a nod to such past futuristic programs like Buck Rogers and Flash Gordon. Now, what did this episode get right, scientifically speaking? Well, Mercury does experience extremely high temperatures on the side facing the sun, reaching up to 800 degrees Fahrenheit. This aspect was reflected in Space Patrol as characters wore those heat-resistant spacesuits to survive, but they also noted that even with heat-resistant technology, it would be extremely challenging, if not impossible, for humans to survive very long on Mercury's surface. The planet's day side is blistering hot, while the night side plunges to temperature as low as minus 330 degrees Fahrenheit. There's no atmosphere on the planet trapping the heat, so a lot of that heat goes back out into space and it gets very cold at night. Despite being the closest planet to the sun, ice does exist at Mercury's surface, particularly in permanently shadowed craters near the north and south poles. These craters are so deep that sunlight never reaches their floors, allowing temperatures to remain extremely cold, well below freezing. Space Patrol left a lasting legacy, remembered fondly by fans of early science fiction. Its portrayal of space adventure, heroic leadership, and futuristic technology inspired a generation of children to dream of space exploration. And It's a fun show to listen to, I've got to admit. I'm enjoying it much more than I thought I would. And I hope you are too.
Wheat Checks, Rice Checks, and Good Hot Ralston present Space Patrol! High adventure in the wild, vast reaches of space. Missions of daring in the name of interplanetary justice. Travel into the future with Buzz Corey, Commander-in-Chief of the Space Patrol. In today's transcribed adventure, Buzz and Happy have just entered a spaceship in Neptune City Spaceport in search of a traitor against the United Planets. They pause in the open hatch a moment.
He may be up forward, tampering with the controls. Wrong guess, gentlemen.
Commander, look out!
Stay where you are, Cadet.
Oh, yeah?
Ricardo, put down that gun.
Don't try to get to your feet, Commander. You'll get what the Cadet got.
What are you doing in this ship?
Preparing it for its last voyage. There's an explosive hidden aboard, timed to go off 2 hours after blastoff. And you, my friends, will be aboard.
We'll be back in just a moment with today's Space Patrol story, The Queen of Space. Gang, this is Space Patroller Dick Tufeld at an Aqua Jet boat race on Mars. Now, my favorite is the Shooting Star. But hey, it doesn't have a chance. That driver's filling up the tank with ordinary fuel. You see what I mean? No zip, no zoom. Hey, but wait, the driver's now putting in some super fuel. Wow, look at the Shooting Star go. Bound to be a winner now because she's supercharged. Supercharged with super fuel. Now, you want to be a winner too, don't you, gang? You bet. In sports, in school, in everything you do. Well, then remember the story of the Shooting Star. Ordinary fuel, ordinary start. Super fuel, super start. So don't wait. Get supercharged. And gang, get supercharged the way Buzz Corey does. Eat a good breakfast with a checkerboard super cereal, like Rice Chex or Wheat Chex. Some cereals, yes, sir. If you want flavor, just get Chex. If you want something different, just get Chex. C-H-E-X, Chex. Right for a bite because they're bite-size. Get them at your grocer's today in the red and white checkerboard package. Rice Chex, Wheat Chex, the bite-sized super cereals that help to supercharge you. Commander Corey, Cadet Happy, and Tonga, Assistant Security Chief of the United Planets, are on the planet Uranus to investigate a series of accidents that have occurred to passenger ships. In the chart room of the Space Patrol office, Buzz is briefing Happy and Tonga.
You two have made a lot of flights between the outer planets, so I don't have to impress on you the tremendous distances involved.
No, sir.
And you know that here on Uranus, we're outside the orbits of 7 of the 10 planets of the solar system.
And yet we're barely halfway between the Sun and Pluto.
That's right. Now, everyone realizes that the companies running freight and passenger ships between Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto are working under handicaps.
Yeah, the long hauls cut down on their profits.
Right. A freighter could make 16 trips from Earth to Mercury, for example, while other freighters make only 1 trip from Neptune to Pluto.
But that doesn't explain all these accidents on the outer planet run.
No, it doesn't, Tonga. At least not entirely.
Unless the companies are cutting down on safety checkups to save money.
Robbie and I thought that was the explanation at first. However, it's a pretty short-sighted company that would cut corners on inspections, especially when it keeps losing ships like Spaceways Incorporated.
Now, one good thing, no passengers have been lost.
No, not yet. It's our job to find out what the trouble is before any human lives are sacrificed.
Well, from the reports, Spaceways Incorporated have had most of the accidents.
Yes. Of course, they are a new concern. They haven't had the experience that transorbit lines have had.
Commander, isn't Transorbit operated by a woman?
Yes, and she's a very capable manager, according to all reports. Her name is Jelna Fenton.
Well, I thought Transorbit just handled the inner planet surface.
Yeah, they did until recently. But now they have half a dozen ships on the runs between Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto.
Have they been having trouble, too?
A little, but not nearly so much as Spaceways. Now, our regular Space Patrol inspectors haven't been able to find the source of the difficulty. So we're going to do a little undercover work. That's where you come in, Tonga.
Yes, Commander.
You'll pose as a writer for a magazine, gathering material for a series of articles on living conditions on the outer planets.
Good. Then I can make trips from planet to planet without arousing suspicion.
Yes, it'll give you a chance to observe conditions around spaceports and watch the personnel.
What do you and I do, Commander?
Well, for the time being, we'll just make routine inspections of Space Patrol bases and keep in touch with Tonga.
How do you want me to contact you, Commander?
Use your miniature spaceophone. Keep it with you at all times.
I will.
And don't use it when there's anyone around.
When do I start?
Immediately. There's a Spaceways passenger ship leaving Uranus for Pluto in the morning. Be aboard it.
Right, Commander.
Happy now blast off in Terra the 5th a few hours after your ship leaves. I got your message, gentlemen. What's up?
You can cancel that trip to Mercury, Cardo. You're staying here on Neptune.
What about that Spaceways ship I was supposed to, fix?
I've already arranged it.
Oh, what happens this time? Does the oxygen reclaiming unit give out?
No, we won't use that one again for a while. I've got a better one.
Yeah? What?
The orbit computer. It's been tampered with, so it'll give the wrong vector.
Oh, that's not so serious.
Oh, isn't it? On a run to Pluto with a full passenger list, you know how little reserve power those spaceways ships have.
Hey, that's right. They'll run out before they can get back on course. Unless they get a spaceophone fixed from space control.
They won't be able to. Halfway to Pluto, their spaceophone power unit will fail.
A few more accidents like this, and nobody will get aboard a spaceway ship.
Which means that Transorbit will have all the business.
I've sure got to hand it to you, Jonah. At first, I thought you were crazy to take on these outer planet runs.
I mean, it would have been crazy if we were merely going to be satisfied with a few crumbs that Spaceways didn't want to be bothered with.
If you keep on, Jonah, you'll be known as the Queen of Space.
Queen of Space. You know, Cardo, I think I rather like.
We're on Vector, sir.
Yes. You know, that's the fourth time you've checked in the last half hour. We're on automatic control.
Well, gee, sir, a guy has to do something to keep busy. We're still 10 million DUs from Pluto, and I've read every tech manual in the ship.
Imagine having to make this run every day, Happy, on a freighter.
Oh, no thanks. I'd go crazy.
Tonga calling Commander Corey. Tonga calling Commander Corey.
Maybe she's getting bored, too.
Corey here. Go ahead, Tonga.
Commander, something's wrong aboard this passenger ship.
Well, what's the trouble? Where are you?
I'm in my private compartment. I think the ship is off course.
Happy, get a fix on Tonga's signal.
Yes, sir.
What makes you think you're off course, Tonga?
I overheard a couple of the crew members whispering. They don't want to alarm the passengers, but I know the steward is very worried.
Well, how could the ship get off course?
I don't know, but I heard the steward say that the ship's spacephone is out of commission.
Does anyone aboard know you've got a miniature spaceophone?
No, Commander.
I've got a fix, sir. They sure are off course by nearly 30 degrees.
Did you hear that, Tonga?
Yes.
And they must have been off for some time. There are thousands of DUs from the regular space lane.
Now, Tonga, listen. I could spaceophone the correct course to you to give to the pilot, but that would mean somebody would know you're a Space Patrol agent. Of course, if the ship is really in trouble...
I don't think so, at least not yet.
Well, then Happy and I'll change vector and come close enough so that the pilot will pick us up in his viewscope. He'll naturally follow us.
And you lead the ship to Pluto?
Oh, just a minute. Got the position charted, Happy?
Yes, sir. They're about here.
Tonga, you're much closer to Neptune than to Pluto. These outer planet ship line operations don't have too much reserve power. We'll lead you back to Neptune.
All right, Commander.
We're changing vector now. We should be in viewscope range in about half an hour. Go out and mingle with the passengers. Contact me if any serious trouble develops.
Right, Commander.
Corey out. Well, Happy, what was it you were saying about this Pluto run being boring? Here's that schedule of Spaceways flights, Jonah. Most of them are inward bound from Pluto.
Spaceways Comet is due this afternoon at Neptune City Spaceport. Leaves for Neptune's moon tomorrow morning.
That doesn't give us much time.
True, but it might give us a fine opportunity.
How do you mean?
With their short haul to the moon coming up tomorrow, chances are the maintenance crew won't do much work on the ship.
Yeah, that's right. They'll wait till he gets back. Unless there's something that needs immediate attention.
All right, Cardo. Keep an eye on the Comet when it comes in. After that long run from Pluto, the pilot and the rest of the crew will probably head for town for a good time.
Yeah, you're right, Jonah. Say, I wonder how that other ship's making out, the big passenger job.
Right now, the pilot's probably discovering he's millions of DUs off course, and with a low power supply. But don't start making any inquiries, Cardo.
Don't worry. I'll wait for the official announcement. Another Spaceways ship lost.
Do you think they see us, sir?
They ought to. They show up strong enough in our viewscope.
Well, I hope the pilot has sense enough to follow us.
He'll probably be very glad to, Happy. I'm going to change vector now. Watch the screen, see if he follows us.
Yes, sir.
How about it, Happy?
I think he's got the idea all right, sir.
Tonga calling Commander Corey.
Corey here. Go ahead, Tonga.
I'm back in my compartment. Everything's all right.
Good. Does the pilot know we're headed for Neptune?
He just made an announcement through the public address system. We passengers have been told that the ship is making an emergency landing on Neptune.
There's no panic, I hope.
No, we've been assured that it's nothing serious. There's a lot of grumbling about the delay, but nobody's alarmed.
Well, find out all you can, Tonga. I'll arrange to meet you when you land on Neptune.
Jelna, something went wrong.
What do you mean?
That ship that was supposed to get lost on the run to Pluto.
Well, what about it?
Just landed here on Neptune, of all the rotten breaks.
But the orbit computer did fail, didn't it?
Yes, but a space patrol ship happened along, and the pilot followed him to Neptune.
Did you say happened along?
Yes. Apparently, the space patrol ship didn't even know the passenger ship was in trouble. At least the space patrol didn't attempt to make contact.
Well, maybe it's better this way. Now we've got 35 or 40 unhappy passengers who'll tell their friends what an inefficient line Spaceways is. Next time, they'll all take transorbit.
One thing I admire about you, Jelna, you always look on the bright side of things.
How about the comet?
It's working out the way you said it would. The crew headed for town for a good time, and the ship is due for an overhaul after it gets back from Neptune's moon.
But it won't get back, Cardo. It's going to be blown up on the way.
Blown up?
Yes. You can sneak aboard tonight and plant an explosive in one of the aft compartments. I suggest the emergency rations compartment.
Suppose they check the ship before blastoff.
It isn't likely they'd check the emergency rations before a short trip to that moon, especially when there's a major overhaul coming up in a couple of days. I've got it all worked out. The explosive will be in a regular emergency ration.
I've looked all over the spaceport, Commander, and I can't find Tonga.
I wonder what's delaying her. She's had plenty of time to check in at the space hotel and get back here.
Shall I look again, sir? And maybe she's over in Wing B.
Oh, here she comes, Happy. Yeah, she sees us. Let's move over here behind these pillars. Remember, Hap, don't call her by name.
Commander,
What did you find out?
the orbit computer in the ship had been tampered with. So had the space phone transmitter.
So somebody wanted that ship to get lost.
Yes. And I picked up a very interesting rumor about who might be behind it.
Who?
I've been talking to some of the Spaceways employees. They think Transorbit is trying to run them out of business.
Well, that's a serious charge. Do they have any evidence?
No, but I heard a certain name mentioned. Brox Cardo.
Brox Cardo, huh?
Yes. Cardo works for Jelna Fenton of Transorbit.
And what's Cardo supposed to do?
I couldn't learn anything specific, but I get the impression that Cardo would do just about anything.
Transorbit's main offices are here in Neptune City. Happy, maybe you and I can check up on this Cardo.
Yes, sir.
And Tonga, the best thing for you to do is go ahead with our original plan.
You mean go on to Pluto?
Yes. When is the next passenger ship leaving for Pluto?
Spaceways hasn't any scheduled until day after tomorrow. But there is a Transorbit ship leaving tomorrow morning.
Then take that one. Oh, and by the way, this might be a good time to start gathering material for those magazine articles you're supposed to be writing.
Oh?
See if you can get an interview with Jelna Fenton at Transorbit.
All right, Commander.
In the meantime, Happy and I'll check up on Brox Cardo. Let's slow down a little, Happy. We don't want Cardo to suspect we're trailing him.
Yes, sir. He's heading for that spaceship.
Yeah, that's the Comet. Just got in from Pluto this afternoon.
See, it's a beautiful ship, isn't it, sir?
Yes, it's the pride of Spaceways. Now, hold it, Happy.
Cardo's getting in the ship.
Yes. I'm very curious to know why a Transorbit employee is snooping around a Spaceways ship.
What do you suppose he's got in that box he's carrying?
Suppose we find out. Come on, Happy.
He's been in there a long time.
Up the ladder, Happy. Let's find out just what he's up to in there.
Which way, sir?
Look up forward. He may be tampering with the controls.
Wrong guess, gentlemen.
Commander, look out!
Stay where you are, Cadet.
Oh, yeah? Cardo, put down that gun!
I'll try to get your feet, Commander. You'll get what the Cadet got. What are you doing in this ship? Preparing the Comet for its last voyage.
What do you mean?
There's an explosive hidden in the aft compartment, timed to go off 2 hours after blastoff tomorrow.
But there'll be passengers aboard.
Yes, I know. It looks like there'll be 2 extra passengers, Commander. The Cadet and you.
We'll be back with Space Patrol in just a moment. Gang, this is Space Patroller Dick Tupel speaking from the Interplanetary School Stadium on Terra. Just saw a swell football game here. Listen to this crowd cheering the winners. Yes, it sure is fun when you're a winner, and here's something like that, right, gang? But remember, to be a winner, you have to be supercharged. And here's the way to take care of that. Eat a good breakfast with Rice Chex or Wheat Chex, the bite-sized super cereals that help to supercharge you. Delicious? Why, there's sure plenty of zing in that Rice Chex flavor. And man, oh man, Rice Chex biscuits are toasted and toasted to make them crisper and crisper. And Wheat Chex? Ah, there's a flavor you'd fly to the moon for. Now remember, it's fun to be a winner, and hear this. So move right up and be a winner. Move right up to the table for a breakfast that supercharges you. A good breakfast with Rice Chex or Wheat Chex. Get 'em today, gang, and get supercharged. At the Neptune City spaceport, Commander Corey and Cadet Happy entered a spaceship to apprehend a suspected saboteur. The saboteur, Brox Cardo, attacking Buzz and Happy by surprise, put them to sleep with a ray gun. Now, heavily bound and gagged, they're locked in a compartment in the spaceship in which Cardo has planted an explosive, timed to go off 2 hours after the ship blasts off for Neptune's moon. Meanwhile, following Buzz's instructions, Tonga has called on Jelna Fenton, head of the Transorbit Space Lines, in her office on Neptune City. To obtain information, Tonga is posing as a writer for the Inner Planets Weekly magazine.
You've given me some very interesting facts, Miss Fenton. I won't take up any more.
Jelna, Oh, excuse me.
Oh, it's quite all right. I was just leaving.
Oh, this young lady's writing an article about us for the Inner Planets Weekly.
Well, that's fine.
Thank you again, Miss Fenton. Goodbye.
Goodbye, and I think you're very wise to take a transorbit ship to Pluto.
Thank you.
The girl's not much of a space traveler. She was on the ship that got lost. Frightened her to death.
That's so?
Now I am glad that ship got here safely. She'll write up her horrible experience on a spaceways ship and give Transorbit a nice plug.
Yeah, swell. Now, what I wanted to
And I managed to work in that line of yours. You know, calling me the Queen of Space. Oh, of course, I did it very modestly.
No, sure, Jelna. But listen, I planted the explosive in the Comet, all right?
Oh, good. Did anyone see you?
Yes. Commander Corey of the Space Patrol.
What?
Don't worry. I took care of him and his cadet both. They're locked up in the ship. When the ship blows up tomorrow, they'll
Wait. Thought so. She was listening.
Who?
That girl, the reporter.
Oh, do you think she heard us?
We've got to find out. Come on, Cardo. We'll follow her and see where she goes.
If I could only get my hands free. We've got to get loose, Happy. There's a bomb aboard this ship. Cardo set it to go off, and the ship's about halfway to Neptune's moon. I'll untie your hands.
Thank you, sir.
I don't know how we're going to get out of this compartment, but we've got to.
Well, when somebody comes aboard, maybe they can hear us pounding on the door.
Possibly. This ship is heavily soundproof. You can't even hear the roar of the rockets when... I wonder.
You mean maybe we've already blasted off?
It could be. Listen. No.
I don't hear anything.
There's no telling how long that ray gun put us to sleep. If we're in flight now, that bomb may go off any second.
Well, let's try banging on the door.
All right, Hap.
Hey, open up! Open up! Anybody out there? Open up!
Oh, wait a minute.
Do you hear anything? Hey, somebody's heard us. Hey, Tonga!
Commander. Happy, are you all right?
Yes, Tonga, but how did you know we were here?
I overheard Carter tell Jelna.
Oh, so we haven't blasted off?
Obviously not. Now we gotta find that bomb and get it out of the ship.
Yes, sir.
Commander, I think Carter and Jelna are after me.
They may think so, Tonga, but as a matter of fact, we're after them. As soon as we fix that bomb, we'll be on our way. Let's get at it, Happy.
I can carry the bomb, sir.
It's not heavy, huh?
Are you sure that's the right box?
Yes, Tonga. It was the only one that was hidden in the emergency ration storage compartment.
You can tell by the weight. This box is twice as heavy as the others.
Happy, you and I'll take this bomb to the Space Patrol emergency officer here at the spaceport for detonating, and we'll all meet later at Gate 7.
Yes, sir.
Tonga, while we're doing that, you call Neptune Unit Space Patrol headquarters and alert them to pick up Cardo and Jelna Fenton.
Look, there they are. We're too late, Jelna. That girl set them loose.
Why didn't you give the commander and that cadet another blast with a ray gun? It would have kept them unconscious till after the comet blasted off.
Oh, what difference does it make now? The girl found them.
Makes a lot of difference. Commander won't lose any time in getting out an alarm for us.
What do we do?
Well, let's get to our ship and blast off. We've got to get off Neptune.
Yeah, We gotta get off Neptune before Corey has a chance to alert the Space Patrol.
Oh, wait. Girl's leaving and coming this way.
Get out of sight before she sees us.
I'd like to really fix her.
Never mind the girl.
Wait a minute. It might be a good idea to take her with us.
What for?
Don't be an idiot. You've got that ray gun, haven't you?
Yeah.
Then get her.
With all these people around?
Come on, if we handle it right, nobody will notice. Just have that gun ready. Now, Cardo.
In a hurry, miss?
Oh, why, Miss Fenton. What a nice surprise.
You're not half as surprised as you're going to be.
This is a ray gun on your back. Now come along quietly. Get moving out toward the ships.
Tonga's not at Gate 7, Commander.
I know, and she won't be.
What?
She never did call headquarters. I just checked. Tonga's not in the habit of disobeying orders.
But what happened?
Jelna Fenton's own private space cruiser just blasted off. I got the report from Space Control.
Well, sir, do you think she has Tonga with her?
That's what I'm afraid of, Happy. Get to our ship. We're going after them. I've got the ship on vector for Saturn, Jelna.
Put it in full acceleration. We've got to get plenty of distance between us and Neptune.
Yeah. How's the girl?
Still locked up in the compartment. Oh, I found out who she is.
Yeah, who?
Tonga, Assistant Security Chief of the Space Patrol.
Oh, that's not good.
Why?
This could mean plenty of trouble.
Oh, and I suppose you don't think we're in trouble now? Tonga can help keep Corey off our necks.
Yeah, but will she?
To save her own, sure. Besides, we don't care whether she cooperates or not.
Jelna, look, the rear view scope.
Ship.
It's coming right toward us and gaining every second. Jelna, they're after us.
Now, don't get excited. Calm down.
That's a Space Patrol ship. It's Corey.
So much the better. Relax, Cardo.
It's a private cruiser, sir.
Yes, with a Transorbit trademark on it. It's Jelna Fenton's ship, all right.
And we're sure gaining on it.
They must know they're being followed. They don't seem to be doing anything about it. Turn on the spaceophone, Happy.
Yes, sir.
This is Commander Corey aboard Terra 5 calling Jelna Fenton in private cruiser N56. Corey to Jelna Fenton.
Cruiser N56 to Terra 5. Go ahead.
Return to Neptune immediately. You're under arrest.
Really, Commander?
Is Brox Cardo aboard?
Brox Cardo? Well, I never heard of him.
This is an order, Miss Fenton. Return to Neptune immediately, or we'll have to use force.
It's very interesting, Commander, but I don't think you will. You wouldn't want to risk harming your Assistant Security Chief, would you?
So you have Tonga aboard?
That's right, Commander. I suppose you think I'm bluffing.
No, Jelna. I believe you. I'm warning you, if you harm Tonga in any way...
If you don't want her harmed, then I suggest you just go about your own business and leave us alone. Goodbye, Commander.
Jelna, listen.
Tonga calling Commander Corey.
Hey, Tonga's still got her miniature spaceophone, and she's on her private frequency.
Go ahead, Tonga.
Commander, I'm aboard Jelna Fenton's private cruiser.
I know. Happy and I are right behind you. I just talked to Jelna, and she refused to return to Neptune.
I've tried to get out of the compartment, but I can't. It's locked.
Well, listen, Tonga. Right now, Jelna has the upper hand. If we join airlocks with her ship, she'll carry out her threat to harm you.
Well, she'll have to land sometime.
Yes, but that still doesn't help your case. Where is your compartment?
Amidships, on the starboard side.
I'm going to try something, Tonga. Maybe a little risky, but in the long run, you'll stand a better chance of getting away.
Anything you say, Commander.
Whatever you do, don't let Jelna know I've talked to you by miniature spaceophone.
Yes, sir.
Obey their orders exactly. Corey out. Happy, while I put on my spacesuit, get me an atomic torch.
Atomic torch, yes, sir.
Hurry. I'll pull up close to Jelna's ship. What's Corey up to? His ship's right off our starboard.
I guess he doesn't believe we've got Tonga aboard. But if he starts anything, he'll find out soon enough.
Corey to Jelna. Corey to Jelna.
Gonna talk to him?
Yes. What is it, Commander?
I want to be sure Tonga's aboard.
Don't you trust me?
I want to see that she's all right.
Well, that's fair enough. Cardo, go bring Tonga up here so the commander can see her.
Keep pulling in closer to Jelna's ship, Happy.
We're nearly touching now, sir.
I'm gonna keep back so they can't see that I've got a spacesuit on. You know what to do.
Yes, sir. As soon as you tell Jelna that you see Tonga, I let our ship drop back a little, and you go out the airlock and jetpack over to Jelna's ship.
That's right. Turn on the spaceophone, Happy. Well, Jelna, have you got Tonga? Let's see her.
Yes, Commander. She's right here at the nose port. Don't you see her?
Yes. Are you all right, Tonga?
Yes, Commander. Now, are you satisfied, Commander?
Just see that you don't harm her.
Then get your ship away from here.
Cut it, Happy.
Okay, sir.
All right. Drop back now. I'm going out the airlock.
Be careful, sir.
Corey's pulled his ship away.
Good, he finally got some sense.
I was afraid for a while he was going to connect airlocks.
Would have been just too bad for Tongue if he had.
I'll take her back and lock her up again.
All right.
Never mind, I'll take care of it.
Corey!
Commander!
Don't reach for that gun, Cardo.
Cardo! There you are, Miss Fenton. Let go of me, Tonga! Let go! And stop struggling.
Drop it, Cardo. All right, you asked for it.
I just stayed down there. How did you get aboard, Corey?
Doesn't the spacesuit give you a hint? I came in through the airlock. I triggered the latch with an atomic cutting torch. Tonga, you can let go of Miss Fenton now. I've got her covered.
Yes, Commander.
We'll lock them up after I contact Happy. Commander Corey calling Cadet Happy.
You made it, sir.
Right, Happy. Tonga and I've got Cardo and Miss Fenton. She seems pretty unhappy. I suppose she's disappointed because there won't be an article about her in the Inner Planet Weekly.
We'll tell her to cheer up, sir. There'll be a nice long one about her in the next Space Patrol crime report.
We'll be back with an action preview of next week's exciting Space Patrol story in just a moment. Say, do you hear that clock? Time's running away fast, gang, but it's something you just can't hold back. So don't wait. Send for a Space Patrol Spaceophone set now. This offer soon ends. The Spaceophone, the magic phone that sounds like a walkie-talkie. But time's a-wasting, so hurry. Now think of it. A spaceophone that looks exactly like the one Buzz Corey uses. But remember, this offer will soon end. Time is really running out. So gang, hurry. Hurry while there's still time. Send today for your spaceophone set. You can talk on it to someone a straight 50 feet away. But don't wait. Act now. This offer soon ends. You get 2 blue and yellow plastic spaceophones, 50 feet of communication cord, and a briefing sheet. Here's all you do. Just buy a box of Instant Ralston. Then, with your name and address, send an Instant Ralston box top and 25 cents in coin to Space Patrol, Box 686, St. Louis, Missouri. This offer good only in continental U.S. and may be withdrawn at any time. That's Space Patrol, Box 686, St. Louis, Missouri. And now for a preview of next week's exciting Space Patrol story. Buzz and Happy are climbing the face of a steep cliff on the planet Saturn in pursuit of a criminal. At one side of them, a great waterfall thunders down 1,000 feet to the valley below.
Colgar must have reached the top, Commander. I don't see him.
It's amazing. He went up this cliff like a mountain goat.
It's sure hard to get a foothold. Look out, Happy. There's a rock falling. Smoking rockets. Wow, that was close. There are more coming, pressed close to the side of the cliff. Hey, it looks like the whole top of the mountain is coming down on us. That's Colgar's work. He started a landslide. And it's coming down right on top of us. What are we going to
do? Be sure to be with us next Saturday for the exciting story, The Giant Bubble, when wheat checks, rice checks, and good hot Ralston again bring you Space Patrol!
This is your commander, gang, with a story about the warriors in your bloodstream. Do you know what they are? They're the white blood cells, and they're warriors against disease. When a person is sick, he often needs a whole extra army of these warriors. That's just one reason why it's vital to have a big supply of blood in hospitals. Will you help me remind grown-ups that America needs more blood donations? Then join the Space Patrol Blood Boosters. Don't wait. Join today.
Space Patrol, an original Mike Moser production starring Ed Kemmer as Commander Corey and Lynn Osborne as Cadet Happy, was written by Lou Houston and directed by Larry Robertson. Other players were Nina Berra, Virginia Hewitt, and Norman Jolly. Dick Tufeld speaking. Now, don't forget to tune in next Saturday and every Saturday when wheat checks, rice checks, and good hot Ralston again present the new exciting Space Patrol! And be sure to see another exciting Space Patrol program on your local ABC television station. Consult your newspaper for time and channel. Space Patrol comes to you transcribed from Hollywood. This is ABC Radio Network.
And that was the 7th episode from the Space Patrol radio series titled The Queen of Space, and originally aired on November 15, 1952. Actress Nina Berra, who plays Tonga in the series, is heavily featured in this episode, and she was born on May 3rd, 1920 in Buenos Aires, Argentina. Originally, her character was introduced as an alien villain known as the Lady of Diamonds. And following some treatment by Commander Buzz Corey, Tonga reformed and became a trusted assistant security chief on the series. She was one of only 2 female leads on the show. Virginia Hewitt, who played Carol, was the other actress. She was a multilingual performer, fluent in Spanish, and she used her dialect skills on radio, which came in really handy, especially if she had to portray different characters on the series. After her Space Patrol career in the mid-1960s, she earned a master's in library science from USC and launched a second career building the corporate library for Blue Cross of Southern California. She retired in 1985 and later worked as a substitute librarian. And she died on August 15, 1990 in Glendale, California from cancer at age 70. Her character, not a big deal in our modern times, but definitely going back a few decades when this series was airing, it was a big deal to have a woman in this type of role. Yes, she and Carol would often end up being the damsel of distress in the series, but they were an important voice for the girls who were fans of the show to show that women had an important part in having a career in space for our future.
Wheat Chex, Rice Chex, and Good Hot Ralston present Space Patrol! High adventure in the wild, vast reaches of space. Missions of daring in the name of interplanetary justice. Travel into the future with Buzz Corey, Commander-in-Chief of the Space Patrol! In today's transcribed adventure, Buzz and Happy are climbing the face of a steep cliff on the planet Saturn in pursuit of 2 criminals. At one side of them, a great waterfall thunders down 1,000 feet to the valley below.
Colgar must have reached the top, Commander. I don't see him. They went up the cliff like a couple of mountain goats, and with hardly any footholds. Look out, Happy, there's a rock falling. Fun. Wow, smoking rockets, that was close. There are more coming. Press close to the cliff. Hey, it looks like the whole top of the mountain is coming down. And it's Holgar's work. He started a landslide. It's right on top of us. What are we going to do?
We'll be back in just a moment with today's Space Patrol story, The Giant Bubble. You can't buy it anywhere, gang. Today is positively the last time we can make this sensational offer. I'm speaking of a Space Patrol Spaceophone. The magic phone you can carry anywhere. The magic phone from mysterious outer space. The magic phone created in the secret laboratories of the Space Patrol. The Space Patrol Spaceophone. Imagine you can talk on it to someone a straight 50 feet away. Complete with 2 blue and yellow plastic spaceophones. Complete with 50 feet of communication cord. Complete with secret briefing sheet. But remember now, today is absolutely the last time we can make this unusual offer. The Space Patrol Spaceophone. To get the whole set, here's what you do. Buy a box of Instant Ralston. Then, with your name and address, send 25 cents in coin and an Instant Ralston box top to Space Patrol, Box 686, St. Louis, Missouri. This offer good only in continental U.S. and may be withdrawn at any time. That's an Instant Ralston box top and 25 cents in coin to Space Patrol, Box 686, St. Louis, Missouri. In Commander Corey's central office at Space Patrol headquarters on Terra, Cadet Happy is puzzling over some reports from the security section as Buzz enters.
Can't make head or tails of this thing.
Happy, has Dr. Berman been in?
Huh? Oh, beg your pardon, sir. What'd you say?
Have you seen Dr. Berman? He was to meet me here.
Oh, no, sir. He hasn't been in. Did the appropriation go through?
Yes, Happy. Just got the Secretary General's approval. That ought to make Dr. Berman just about the happiest man in the solar system.
Yes, sir.
Which, judging by your expression, is more than can be said for you. What's the trouble, huh?
Well, Major Robertson asked me if I'd check over these reports of intercepted messages, and I haven't been able to make much headway.
There's unidentified spaceophone signals from Saturn.
All I can figure out is that the broadcasts seem to follow a time pattern, and they're in perfectly plain English, but, Well, they just don't make sense.
I know.
One word keeps popping up in several of the messages. That is, if it is a word. Gleck. Now, what in the universe is Gleck?
No one else around here seems to know either.
Well, all I can gather is that whoever is sending the messages doesn't like Gleck. And one message says, suggest getting rid of Gleck at source.
Well, forget about it. Turn the folder back to Robbie.
Yes, sir.
Commander Corey?
Oh, yes, Dr. Berman. Come in.
Thank you.
Happy, this is Dr. Berman, the inventor of a new process of constructing atmosphere shells.
Oh, I've heard about it. Yeah, it's something to do with blowing a big bubble out in space, isn't it?
That's right, young man. A bubble of transparent electroplast.
Dr. Berman's method might entirely do away with the old cumbersome method of constructing atmosphere shells section by section and sealing them together.
With electroplast, sir?
Yes, Cadet. With a strong plastic developed in a plant on Venus, which has the peculiar property of remaining in liquid state when powerful electromagnetic waves of a certain frequency are penetrating it.
Oh, I get it. You blow a bubble with it out in the vacuum of space, and while the stuff is soft.
Exactly. When the magnetic waves are cut off due to the cold, the electroplast hardens almost immediately.
Hey, it's almost like freezing a soap bubble.
Nice comparison, Cadet. However, we've never quite been able to freeze a soap bubble. To my great regret, they always break.
Well, maybe this will cheer you up, Doctor. The Secretary General has approved the appropriation as requested.
Splendid.
As I understand it, you're authorized to go ahead and construct a shell for the Venus satellite.
The Venus satellite?
Yes, Happy. The satellite is only 1 mile in diameter. It'll be completely enclosed by an electroplastic shell.
Hey, that's great, but... Oh, wait a minute. You blow up the shell out in space, right?
That's right. Far enough away from a planet so the electroplast will form a perfect sphere.
Uh-huh. But how do you get the satellite inside the sphere?
We cut the shell in half. Then several powerful spaceships move the two halves to the satellite, and the two parts are sealed.
Then we install a space lock, and we've got a small, low-gravity world.
Commander, I hate to rush off, but I'm very anxious to get back to Venus and get the project underway.
Of course, Doctor. If there's anything I can do to help, just let me know.
Thank you. My chief problem at first is to get several thousand cubic feet of Gleck out into space.
Several thousand cubic feet of what?
Gleck. Oh, you wouldn't know. Gleck is a technical slang for electroplast.
I see. Well, where did the term come from?
Oh, I don't know. You know how it is with slang. Probably some technician got tired of saying electroplast and invented the word Gleck. The term caught on. Well, goodbye, gentlemen.
Goodbye, Doctor.
Hey, Commander, hadn't we better tell him about the messages?
No, Happy, not yet.
Yeah, but one of those messages said, get rid of Gleck at the source.
I know, and the source is Venus.
Then someone on Saturn wants to wreck the doctor's project.
I'll have Robbie assign a full monitoring crew to the Saturn frequencies. We're going to blast off for Venus and keep an eye on the plant itself.
It's dark enough now, Drovic. Let's get over to the tunnel. Okay. You better watch your step with that explosive. It won't take much of a jar to set it off. How much time have we? Exactly 10 minutes before the tunnel car comes out of the underground plant. But I can assure you we're going to be away from the plant area when the cargo of electroplast goes up.
Cargo, I'm surprised there aren't any guards patrolling the grounds.
Why should there be? Now, who would want to wreck Dr. Berman's project?
You shouldn't have sold out to him. With your half interest in the electroplast process, he could have made millions of credit.
I got out because I thought he was on the wrong track. He wanted me to think that, so I would sell out.
Sure, Colby.
But I'll fix him.
I'll hear the tracks. We just put the explosive on the rails?
Wait. I got a better idea. See that sled car off on the siding? Put the explosive on that and push it into the tunnel.
Yeah, great idea. The tunnel blown up, Berman can't get any electroplast out of the plant for weeks. It's going to be a job shoving that heavy cart off, so we better get started.
Hold it, Hap. This is where the foreman saw the men.
There they go, sir, over that small ridge.
That's where the tunnel comes out, the lower levels of the plant.
Tunnel?
Yes. The tracks lead to the spaceport where the electroplast is pumped aboard cargo ships.
Well, what would they be doing out there this time of night?
Well, let's find out. The odd foreman thought they were on some special detail.
Well, it seems to me if they were on legitimate business, they'd carry a Tomo lights.
Keep yours off until I tell you to turn it on.
Yes.
All right. Now, shove the car. It's as heavy as if it were on Jupiter. Once we get it moving, it won't be so bad. How far are we going to push it? Just inside the tunnel. The track has a Downhill grade. The car will go.
All right, Happy, turn on your light. Yes, sir.
Kolga, somebody's seen us. Keep shoving. Only a few more feet and it will be on the main track.
Hold it a minute. What are you men doing?
Why don't you mind your own business?
Get that flat car off the main track.
Here comes the tunnel car. Let's go, Throwing.
No, you don't. Come back here. Let him go, Happy. We've got to shove this car back on the siding quickly. Yes, sir. Hate to let him get away, but we've got to clear the tracks. Tunnel car is coming pretty fast, sir. A couple more feet. It's clear, sir. The switch. I've got to throw the switch. The tunnel car will be derailed right into us. Hold your light here. Yes, sir. Wow, that was close.
Yeah, we made it.
Just barely.
Look what was on this flat car.
A can of explosives.
Come on, Happy. We'll go to the main gate and give some orders. Nobody's going to leave the plant.
The car got through. They cleared the tracks. I got to look at them as we ran out. They're space patrol.
Space patrol?
They've probably got the plant surrounded. How are we going to get out? Wait a minute. Look up ahead there. There is Berman.
How can you tell?
By his walk. There. Now I'm sure of it. He just passed the window in the blockhouse.
Let's get away from here before he recognizes
I got a better idea. Berman will get us out of here, even past the space patrol.
How?
He's going into the blockhouse. Let's follow him and see if he's alone.
What's in the blockhouse?
Test equipment for the Gleck experiments. That's where I got the explosive. Come on. But quietly, take it easy. Gun this hall, Droig.
Gate captain, please.
Quiet. Berman is in the lab.
Yes, thank you. Captain, this is Dr. Berman. Would you locate Commander Corey for me? I don't know where he is, but... Oh, he is? Put him on, please.
He's talking on the intercom.
Commander? Dr. Berman, I... What? The tunnel? Good heavens. Thank you, Commander. That would have set the project back for weeks. Yes, I do have an idea who's behind this. Something happened earlier today that aroused my suspicion.
We better rush him. Oh, wait.
Yes, Commander, but I'm not positive. I don't like to discuss this over the intercom. Yes, I know it's urgent, but... can you come to the blockhouse? Fine, Commander.
Let's get him. Kolgar! Don't reach for that intercom, Berman. Yes, it was me.
You tried to blow up my plant.
Keep the ray gun on him, Droig. Yes, Berman, you double-crossing swindler. I didn't wreck your plan, but you'll never build an atmosphere shell.
We were friends once, Kolgar. I can't understand this.
Oh, can't you? You tricked me into thinking you were failing in your electroplast research, so I would sell.
But that was your decision. I was trying to be honest with you. You walked out on me when I needed your help.
We haven't time to argue with him, Kolga.
You're right, Droid. Berman, give me a pass so I can get out of gate.
A pass?
Yes. A timestamp pass with your signature for Droid and me. Say that we are being sent to Venus City for special work on the project. Come on! We don't have much time. Come on! Hurry up! Put your name on it. That's it.
Kolga, someone's coming.
Get behind the door. Berman, you stay where you are. And if you warn them, you'll regret it. Believe me.
Right in here, Happy.
Yes, sir.
Dr. Berman. Oh, I didn't know you had company.
Commander,
Commander, look out!
Just let him throw it. Give me that ray gun. I'll give you something just as good. Now, stay where you are. Droig, hold the gun on them a minute.
Where are you going?
In the next room. I'm going to fix up a few chemicals that will turn this blockhouse into a blast furnace. Then we'll lock these meddling space patrolmen in here with Berman.
You'll never get out the gate!
No, you don't want it, Corey! What happened?
Corey got clever. Cracked him with the gun butt.
All right, lock them in there. First, disconnect the intercom.
Okay.
Takes care of... Good. And by the time we're out of the gate, this blockhouse will be blown to pieces. And Corey with it.
We'll be back with Space Patrol in just a moment. Say, it's a fire. A 4-alarm blaze on Terra. But hey, what's the matter with that atomic fire control power unit? Oh, too bad. It's trying to get along on ordinary fuel. But wait. Now that fire control officer is filling up the tank with super fuel. Wow! Listen to that fire control unit go now. It's supercharged. That's what. Supercharged with super fuel. Yes, sir, boys and girls. To really get going, the answer is super fuel. That's why Buzz Corey eats a good breakfast with the bite-sized super cereals that help to supercharge you. And I mean Rice Chex and Wheat Chex. Now, there's a couple of swell-tasting cereals. And, boy, both of them have that modern bite-sized design for easy eating. So, gang, get a quick start in the morning like Buzz Corey does. Eat a good breakfast with a checkerboard super cereal and get supercharged. Get them today. Rice Chex, Wheat Chex. Kolgar and Drovik are determined to destroy Dr. Berman's plans to employ a new process for constructing atmosphere shells. The two criminals have knocked Buzz, Happy, and the doctor unconscious, locked them in a blockhouse on the grounds of Dr. Berman's Venus plant. They have also prepared chemicals that will blast the interior of the building. Now, as Kolgar and Drovik head for the main gate, Buzz and Happy try to break their way out through the door.
It's a cinch we can't break the door down.
Let's see if we can rouse Dr. Berman. Maybe he's got a key on him.
Yes, sir.
Doctor. Commander. Did they get away? Yes. Do you have a key to the door? We're locked in.
Locked in? Yes, and there's going to be an explosion any second.
They've wrecked the intercom, so we can't call for help. My keys? Where are my keys? They must have taken them.
Hey, Commander, how about the window? It isn't very big, but I think if we smashed it, we could get through.
This metal chair ought to do the trick. It's no use.
Hit it again.
You can't break it, Commander. It's electroplast.
Electroplast?
Yes, my discovery. And it's sealing us up in a death trap.
Wait. Didn't you say it turns to liquid when electromagnetic waves strike it?
A certain frequency, yes. Commander, you've got it. There's a generator in this room.
Where is it?
This cabinet.
Do you need any help?
After I set the dials, throw the switch on the lower panel. Wait. Now. I've got it focused toward the window. Watch it.
How long will it take to work?
Just a few seconds.
Starting to melt. Hey, it's just like wax.
I think we can get out now. Happy, help me slide the desk under the window. Hurry.
Yes, sir.
All right, Dr. Berman, you first.
I'm really not much good at this sort of thing.
If you don't get out, you'll never be any better.
Just dive out, Doctor. It's not much of a drop.
All right.
Okay, Happy?
Yes, sir. All right, Doctor. Look out below. Here I come. All clear, Commander. Come ahead.
All right. Let's get away from here before it blows up.
Wow. We got away just in time.
Commander, if you hadn't thought of that electromagnetic wave when you did...
Lucky you had the equipment in the lab, Doctor. Happy, let's get to the main gate and see if our friends have escaped. We were too late, Doctor. The guard let them through.
Yeah, but we'll get out on all planets' alarm. They won't get far.
I think. He was once my friend.
Dr. Berman, I know this has been a terrible experience for you, but I've got to ask some questions. Do you know where Kolgar might go?
No, I don't. Some time ago, I heard he was living on Saturn.
Saturn's a big planet. Any particular area?
I don't know.
You'll have the Saturn spaceports watched. Now, Doctor, was there anything destroyed in the blockhouse which would delay the construction of the shell around the Venus satellite?
Fortunately, no.
And you can go ahead and direct the project out in space.
Yes, I want to do it right away. The lab ship is ready.
Good. Happy and I are going to keep an eye on things, just in case our friends Kolgar and Drovik decide to try something else.
1,000 DUs outside the satellite orbit, sir.
All right, Happy. Cut our velocity and keep pace with the satellite in its orbit.
Yes, sir.
That's 1,600 hours Universal Star Time, Happy. We should be about ready to blow the bubble up any time now.
There it goes, Kolgar.
It's getting bigger. We better not get any closer to Berman's bubble. Let's watch it from here.
I didn't think it'd work, but look at it.
We're gonna wait till it's nearly finished.
Blast the shell with a cosmic low-frequency missile.
Yeah, but first we take care of Berman's control ship. The shell will be an easy target after Berman's out of the way.
How did he get out of the blockhouse? We saw the explosion.
Well, he won't get out of this explosion. Keep his lab ship in your sight, Droid.
The shell doesn't seem to be getting any bigger, sir.
It is, though, Happy. Starboard view scope.
A private cruiser?
Yes. Heading in toward the lab ship. Let's go.
Still in the sights, cold guy.
We're too far away. We can't risk a miss. Hold your fire.
If we get too close, he may spot us.
So what? Those laboratory ships can't maneuver very fast.
Cold guy, hurry of view scope.
Space patrol ship coming in fast.
Well, we've been lining up on Berman. They've been lining up on us.
Change vector, quickly.
Commander Corey aboard Terra 5 calling the unmarked private cruiser. You're in a restricted space sector. Acknowledge your meeting and change your vector.
What do we do? Keep going.
Commander Corey calling Colgar aboard unmarked private cruiser. Cut your velocity and acknowledge or we'll fire.
Cut our velocity, Droid. I'll talk to Corey.
They've cut velocity, sir.
They're still keeping close to the lab ship. Better cut our own velocity. Don't get too close, Happy.
Yes, sir.
Hold them an automatic rangefinder.
Commander, there's a flash from their ship.
They're firing at us. Kicking on automatic evasion control.
Yes, sir. Here comes another one. Wow, that was close. Shall I let them have it, sir?
Not yet, Happy. They can't have more than 3 cosmic missiles in that small ship.
Well, that was it, sir. Can I let them have it now?
Well, there isn't much point in firing on an unarmed enemy, is there?
Well, no, but we can't let them get away.
I don't intend to, but I want them to think they are.
Now they're barreling off on a new vector now.
That's fine. Let them gain some distance. Kick the view scope up to maximum sensitivity.
Yes, sir.
You'll find out just where Mr. Colgar is going in such a hurry.
Good shooting, Drowick. You knocked out the great Commander Corey.
That must have been that last shot that did it. I didn't see his ship explode, though.
He's out of the fight. Probably punctured his hull. Too bad we haven't just one more cosmic missile left. It would be a cinch to knock out Berman's lab ship.
Yeah, by now, Berman's probably alerted all space patrol units in the Venus area.
You're right. We'll head for Saturn and pick up some more cosmic missiles at our Ortok Valley hideout. And then we'll be back.
They're still in the view scope, sir.
Apparently heading for Saturn.
Yeah, that checks. We picked the original messages up from Gleck about there.
Notify Saturn Space Control to order all units to watch for an unmarked ship, but not to challenge it. After all he's tried to do to us, Colgar is our baby.
Space Control Saturn calling Commander Corey aboard Terra 5.
Corey here, go ahead.
Commander, an unmarked private cruiser entered Saturn atmosphere 10 minutes ago. It's been under constant surveillance.
Has it landed yet?
It hasn't approached any cities, sir. Our last report, less than a minute ago, said the ship was headed for the Ortok Valley region at steady decrease in altitude. They let down in the mountain area into the central Ortok Valley.
Order all ships to keep clear of the Ortok Valley until further notice. Corey out. Check Ortok Valley coordinates, Happy.
Yes, sir. Terrifically low ceiling, sir.
Yes. Keep her steady, Happy. We've got 1,000-foot cliffs on either side of us.
Yeah, I'm checking them through the infrared view scope, sir.
I've got something on the ground scope, Happy. Cut our velocity.
It's a spaceship.
Yes. The one we're looking for.
Their landing ladder is down, so they probably aren't in the ship.
Just like to see them try to take off now. Set her down, Happy.
Olga, listen.
Yeah, a spaceship landing.
Space Patrol. It's Terra 5.
Corey tricked us.
What do we do?
We have no missiles aboard, and we can't get back to the ship anyhow. There isn't time. I know. Up the cliff, huh?
Climb that cliff. It's straight up and down, 1,000 feet high.
I know a fairly easy way up. If Corey doesn't see us start, he'll never suspect we took that way out. Come on, Drowick, before Corey gets out of the ship.
2 sets of footprints lead over here, Happy.
Yes, sir. They lead away from the ship, and there aren't any coming back.
Apparently they're headed for the cliff. They may be holed up in a cage, so be careful.
Yes, sir. Hey, they end right at the cliff.
The ground is harder here. Still, we make footprints, so they They climbed the cliff.
What? Why, it's practically a wall.
Look here, some fresh dirt has been kicked away.
Well, if they can climb it, we can. Sir, listen. That roaring sound.
Probably a waterfall followed up the canyon. Okay, Hap, let's get going.
Go on, Zdrovich. Keep moving. Kuga, I can't get a foothold. We can't go back. Corey and the Cadet on our way up. It's a 500-foot drop. I'd rather have Corey get me than slip off this cliff. Grab hold of that overhanging rock and swing your foot around this bulge. That is almost a path from here on up. Go on, I can't get past you. So either move or I'll kick you off. No, I'll go on. Watch out for that soft shale. You'll slide off the cliff. I thought I was finished. See? Yeah, you started a miniature landslide. Yeah, that gives me an idea. Start pushing these rocks down. These boulders. Come on, get busy.
They must have reached the top, Commander. I don't see them.
They went up the cliff like a pair of mountain goats.
Look out, Happy. Rocks are falling. Huh? Smoking rockets, that was close.
There are more coming. Press close to the cliff.
Hey, it looks like the whole top of the mountain's coming down on us. That's Colgar's work. He started a landslide. What are we going to do? Look, there's a ledge that leads over there toward the waterfall. Hurry, be careful. Yes, sir. Oh, it missed us.
Yes. But look at the cliff. Now there's no way up or down.
The fall's on one side and 800-foot drop on the other. We're stuck.
Wait. Look, behind the falls.
What?
Behind the falls, there's an opening there.
You're right. And there's a path behind the falls.
Watch your foothold. These rocks are wet and slippery.
Well, I guess that landslide took care of them. Yeah, but how are we going to get down to our ship? It's a long way, but it's safer. Come on, let's get going. We made it. The ship sure looks good. Yeah. Get in and let's blast off.
What's your hurry?
Corey!
That's right, and don't try anything, either of you.
The landslide. I saw it crash right on top of the path.
Uh-huh. So did we, from behind the waterfall.
There's a nice, easy path the other side of the fall.
Yeah, a straight and narrow path. Something you ought to try sometime. Ha!
An exciting preview of next week's thrilling Space Patrol adventure in just a moment. Right now, gang, this is Space Patroller Dick Tufeld.
And Commander Corey.
We're here to tell you that today is the last time we can offer you the Space Patrol Spaceophone.
You get a whole set, gang, complete with 2 spacephones.
50 feet of communication cord.
And secret briefing sheets.
So don't wait. Send for it today.
Just like talking on the telephone.
It's the magic phone you can carry anywhere.
Looks exactly like the spacephones my space patrollers use on Terra.
Talk on it to someone a straight 50 feet away.
Use it indoors or outdoors.
But remember, today is the last time we can make this offer.
So don't wait. Send for your Space Patrol spaceophone set today.
Now remember, you get 2 blue and yellow plastic spaceophones.
One for you and one for the person you're talking to.
And a secret Space Patrol briefing sheet. Now to get the whole set, do this. Buy a box of Instant Ralston. Then with your name and address, send 25 cents in coin and an Instant Ralston box top to Space Patrol, Box 686, St. Louis, Missouri. That's Space Patrol, Box 686, St. Louis, Missouri. And now, a preview of next week's exciting Space Patrol story. Buzz and Happy are stranded on the Martian desert, 100 miles from the nearest city. They've just come to an expanse of tiny green plants carpeting the desert for miles.
Something's wrong with my throat, Commander. Feels tight. It's hard to breathe.
Mine's the same way, Happy.
It couldn't be the dust coming up from the ground, sir.
No, it comes from the plants. Every time we take a step, the plants shoot out spores, poisoning the atmosphere.
It's getting worse.
What's still worse, these are poisonous lichens.
Poison? What are we going to do, sir? We can't go back.
No, if we go on, these plant spores will paralyze our breathing muscles. We'll suffocate.
Be sure to be with us next Saturday for the exciting story, The Electronic Burglar, when wheat checks, rice checks, and good hot Ralston again bring you Space Patrol! And now, a word from Commander Buzz Corey.
You know, gang, one of the greatest health steps in history was the organization of the National Blood Program of the American Red Cross. A program started in the belief that Americans would give blood to help their neighbors in peace, just as they did for fighting men in war. How would you like to help these people get more blood donations? Here's how you can help. Join my Space Patrol Blood Boosters. You help your country, and you have a lot of fun. So, boys and girls, join the Blood Boosters today.
Space Patrol, an original Mike Moser production starring Ed Kemmer as Commander Corey and Lynn Osborne as Cadet Happy, was written by Lou Houston and directed by Larry Robertson. Other players were Bela Kovach, Ken Mayer, and Norman Jolly. Dick Tufeld speaking. Now, don't forget to tune in next Saturday and every Saturday when Wheat Chex, Rice Chex, and Good Hot Ralston again present the new exciting Space Patrol. And be sure to see another exciting Space Patrol story on your local ABC television station. Consult your local paper for time and channel. Space Patrol comes to you transcribed from Hollywood. This is ABC Radio Network.
And that was the episode from the Space Patrol radio series, The Giant Bubble, which originally aired on Saturday, November 22nd, 1952. I want to give a shout out to the announcer Dick Tufeld, who was a prominent American radio and television announcer, narrator, and voice actor, renowned for his distinctive voice and extensive contributions to the entertainment industry. Born on December 11th, 1926 in Los Angeles, California, he developed an early interest in radio dramas like The Shadow and The Green Hornet, which inspired his pursuit of a career in broadcasting. He studied speech at Northwestern University in Evanston, Illinois, before returning to Los Angeles to begin his professional journey. Tufeld's career commenced in radio during the late 1940s, where he served as an announcer for programs such as The Amazing Mr. Malone and Falstaff's Fables. His association with science fiction began with Space Patrol, where he provided narration that set the tone for the show's adventurous spirit.
Wheat Chex, Rice Chex, and Good Hot Ralston present Space Patrol! High adventure in the wild, vast reaches of space. Missions of daring in the name of interplanetary justice. Travel into the future with Buzz Corey, Commander-in-Chief of the Space Patrol.
In the 1960s, Tufeld became widely recognized as the voice of the robot in the television series Lost in Space, delivering iconic lines like,
"Danger, Will Robinson, danger! Does not compute, does not compute."
His collaboration with producer Irwin Allen extended to other series, including Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea and The Time Tunnel, where his narrations became integral to the storytelling. Beyond live-action series, Tufeld's voice was featured in various animation shows such as The Fantastic Four from 1978, Spider-Woman from 1979 through 1980, and Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends from 1981 through 1983, where he served as the opening narrator.
Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends, Iceman and Firestar.
Throughout his 5-decade career, Tufeld's versatile voice work left a lasting impact on the entertainment industry, making him a memorable figure in both radio and television history. He passed away on January 22nd, 2012, at the age of 85, leaving behind a legacy celebrated by fans and colleagues alike. And I just love his voice work on the Space Patrol radio series. He is perfect in getting you excited for the episode, getting you excited to buy the promotional material and the cereals, and just does a great job in general with the show. All right, that's all I've got for this particular episode of Enhanced Radio Classics. Thanks for listening.